Please take the time to visit podsurvey.com/peasants to complete a short 21-question survey. Participants in the survey will be entered into a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. The survey can be taken multiple times, so feel free to visit back each month for your chance to enter the drawing. Please help support the show by using our Amazon links located in the description anytime you purchase anything from Amazon. It's a great way to support the show while just going about your normal business shopping on Amazon.com. Also, check out our storefront for Drunken Peasants recommended merchandise. Patreon pledges of $5 or more will now receive 2 private shows each month. In addition to the private shows, Patreon pledges of $10 or more will receive the Drunken Peasants post show after each episode of the Drunken Peasants, Ben and Billy's monthly shitty movie review, and regular behind-the-scenes vlogs with Ben and Billy. Sign up anytime to catch the future shows as well as past content. If you want to catch the post shows but you're not a patron, click the join link below this video to become a member of the Drunken Peasants channel. In addition to each post show, you'll also get special badges and emojis that you can use in the Drunken Peasants live chat. Streamlabs will be open for the duration of each episode. Click the link below to send us a message. Donations $20 and above will be read out through text-to-speech and will require our immediate attention. All donations below $20 will be read at the end of each segment. Keep an eye out for our weekly Streamlabs goal, which if we meet, we will do an extra show the following week. If you find any content you'd like to see us cover on the show, send it to drunkenpeasantsinbox@gmail.com. All submissions will be reviewed for possible usage in a future episode. Click the Discord link in our description to join the Drunken Peasants Discord. Interact with other Drunken Peasants fans in text and voice chat, as well as the peasants themselves. Visit the Google Play Store and download the Drunken Peasants app to catch the audio version of the show while you're on the road. In addition to the app, the audio-only version of the show is also available through iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, and other audio platforms. That's all we have for now. Enjoy the show.
Answered prayer is 100% proof that God exists.
In the beginning, there was nothing, and then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on you, man. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Suck it!
Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 294. I had a mic malfunction.
It's episode 294?
Oh, shit.
You might have had a brain malfunction.
I did.
294.
Yeah, 601.
601.
I had it was an acid flashback.
Yeah, Ben's fucked up.
I'm totally wasted.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But it's cool. We got Whang here tonight, so shit's gonna be fucking real.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
I think the Whang gang has a better chance of the presidency than the Yang gang, honestly, Billy.
Vote for Whang too? I don't.
Yeah, I feel like in the way that Mike Gravel has these teenagers running his campaign, Yang should just hand the keys to me, and I'll see what I can do for him.
Yeah.
I mean, I got
agree.
him going down that whole eating ass route on Twitter. He's not responding.
That was brilliant.
But I know that if Yang said some shit about whether he not eats ass, he would go up at least 1% in the balls.
Yeah. I don't even think it would be a not eat ass thing. I think it would be like, I've eaten ass. I'm really good at it, but I kind of retired because I was
just too good at
Colgate. Yeah. You got to brush your teeth after eating ass, right?
I don't see him being a guy who eats ass on his own volition, but I see a guy who could be converted to an ass eater. He just looks up what the pros and cons of eating ass and incorporates it into his platform.
That could be true, but I've seen him wear a lot of scarves. And for some reason, scarves scream to me that that's so you can wipe your mouth afterwards on it.
Was he wearing a scarf at the Seattle rally?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's one of those.
I think so.
He's got the whole Antonio Inoki scarf thing going on, where he just always got it over his suit.
Yeah.
Did you know that the whole reason that Ric Flair went to North Korea to wrestle Antonio Inoki was because Antonio Inoki was, at the time, a Japanese politician, and he thought that this would help him get reelected at the time?
I didn't know.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and at the time, Kim Il-sung had just died, so Kim Jong-il had just taken over,
and he thought it was a good idea too. So that's why they actually had the biggest live attendance for a wrestling event ever in North Korea. That's the largest stadium in the world in North Korea.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And everybody
I was
had
always
to go,
fascinated
right?
by that event, but never looked to it. I think you just gave me a video right now.
It's really it's so interesting because they presented all of the Americans as actually when they first all came into the stadium, there was an animation on this screen of North Korea shooting nukes at Japan and the United States. Like just to start it off.
That's fucking based.
They had Muhammad Ali, Ric Flair.
Yeah, all of the wrestlers were either American or Japanese, so it's funny how they started it off that way. But the thing about Inoki was, he was trained by the original master of Japanese wrestling, who actually was born in North Korea when it was a Japanese territory.
Yeah,
at
Ricky
one
Dojin.
time.
Shit.
Yeah, yeah. So they pushed Inoki as the local guy.
Yeah.
He was like the hero.
Ricky Dojin was the guy's name, right? Like that's
Yeah.
He was like huge in Korea and Japan.
Yeah.
Huge wrestler. So Inoki was passed down.
Yeah.
He was certified, fucking bona fide.
And another weird thing about Inoki, if you do make this video, is Inoki was secretly converted to Islam by Muhammad Ali, and if you look up Antonio Inoki's real name, it's a very Islamic name now. He changed his legal name.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. Let me pull up his Wikipedia.
Yeah, I gotta see this because I'm sure I've looked at his Wikipedia and I feel like I would have noticed that.
Did you ever see his fight with Muhammad Ali that they had back in the day?
No
Muhammad
shit. Yeah,
Hassan.
Mohammed Hussein Inuki.
Yeah.
What the
Wow.
fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, he became good buddies with Muhammad Ali after their fight, and Muhammad Ali
After
converted
making
him to
Muhammad Ali almost lose his legs.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, those were some brutal kicks. I've heard people try to claim that was a work, and I don't think so at all. But it was just two totally different styles that just couldn't make an exciting fight with each other at all.
Well, there were funky rules that made that like it was something like if Inoki were to throw a kick, he had to have one leg touching the mat.
Oh,
Or
so he couldn't do a drop
It was like
kick.
something where they changed rules on him like the night before so that it wouldn't be too unbalanced.
Yeah. But he couldn't have. He never stood toe to toe with Ali and like tried to throw punches with him or anything like that.
Yeah.
Did you ever see? You ever see Inoki versus the Great Antonio? Have you ever
God.
seen that fight?
That was that big fat guy, right?
Yeah. Who was?
He tries to like lay on him and gets the shit knocked out of him.
Yeah, he was no selling everything Inoki did, so he's like, all right, I'll make you sell then, and just started throwing potatoes his way. Ended up stomping his face in.
I've definitely had several nights of just going through every clip you can find of wrestling matches when they turn real.
Was the Great Antonio ever a host of this show?
No. Oh, shh. So I liked your new videos about Elizabeth Berkley's real name. I had no idea. What the fuck?
Yeah, I had no idea about that shit too. You see, the thing with the new series, it's not like the regular tales from the internet where I kind of like do all the research beforehand and lay it out. It's just I sit on Twitch and browse a bunch of Angel Fire websites and whatever emerges, and some weird ass shit emerged on the Saved by the Bell one.
So is there like some kind of big effort to hide her real name or something?
I don't know what it is. So basically, like, if anyone's watching this, like, doesn't know what we're talking about, there's a bunch of old websites that say that Elizabeth Berkley's real name is Nechama Penina. It's a Hebrew name.
And she is Ashkenazi.
Yeah. And if you look at the Library of Congress website, it says this, and it has their source listed as IMDb from like 1997, I think it said, which the archive didn't have that. Internet Archive didn't have that particular instance of IMDb. But if you look at anything now, it's not there. What I had some people after that come to me and say that is apparently like there's a thing that happens where some Jewish people, when their kids will get a secret Jewish Hebrew name or something, but they never actually used it. It's just like given to them by a rabbi, and that might be what happened there.
That could be it. And I mean, there was a time in show business where there was a lot of anti-Semitism, and if you were Jewish, you took on, a goy name. Like Jerry Lewis is an example. Jerry Lewis's real name was not Jerry Lewis. It was Joseph Levitch, or Levitch, however you want to say it.
Yeah.
So, and like during that era and prior to that, if you had a Jewish sounding name, or even if you had like an ethnic sounding name, you would anglicize it, to make it sound normal. So.
Yeah. I had a bunch of Asian friends growing up who did that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But it would always be like in their teens where they decided, after you knew them for like 10 years, I had a friend, Fu, who decided we were like 17. He's like, oh, call me Peter now.
It's true. I went to school.
He's like trans white.
It's true. I went to school with a Vietnamese kid, and his like birth name was like Chon or something, which was terrible. He honestly, I understand why he changed the name, because everyone was like Chong 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 to him. You know what I mean? Because his name was like Chong.
Yeah.
So he changed it to like Brian eventually, like when we were 11, 12 years old. And it's like, oh, I called you this name for how many years now, and now you're Brian. Well, and that was fine, but I get it though. If you have a name that sounds weird to like the locals, then you could get fucked with for years for it.
If I had a friend named Foo that changed his name to Peter, every time I saw him, I'd be like, Peter the Foo. And he would fucking change it back to Foo. He'd be like, fuck you. I quit.
Yeah.
I'll have people ask me too, like what my Asian name is, and it's like I should start making some shit up when that happens, because I don't have one. I mean, the last name I just left it the way it is, but Justin is like, it's not like Jing or whatever the fuck. It's just Justin.
You should tell people it's Nahima Panina.
I know someone named Jing who's Chinese, but it's a girl. I always thought Jing was a girl's name.
It is. It was just the first Asian name with a J I pick up.
Yeah. Yeah. So the whole Wang thing, the dick joke thing, must have come up like so many times.
Oh yeah. You know what? I think it didn't set in until later on. Well, I think using Wang as a dick kind of became popular. I want to say at some point later on in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because like growing up, it was like never a thing until all of a sudden it was a thing.
It's true.
I mean, it's no different than someone having like the last name Johnson, right? Like,
yeah.
There's so many last names that are
Andy Dick.
Andy Dick,
your buddy.
Andy Dick likes to use his penis on people often. So.
Yeah, he does.
As one does.
Yeah. He used to. Billy used to work for this billionaire in Hollywood that owned this website / TV channel in Hollywood, and he hired Andy Dick to host the show. But Andy Dick showed up fucked up so many times that they had like a live intervention live on the show that he was hosting.
Yeah,
and they like took him to. Yeah.
Does that still exist on the internet?
Does it?
There's pieces of it out there. Yeah, there's a movie that's.
What's the movie called? It's on Amazon
Lord
Prime.
of the Freaks.
Yes.
Okay.
Billy's in it. The very first scene is Billy in a diaper sumo wrestling someone with Ron Jeremy doing play-by-play
in the background.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Ron Jeremy talked about my penis, so no matter what happens to me for the rest of my. He didn't speak highly of it.
Oh, okay.
He called it a schmeckle.
A schmeckle.
Son of a bitch.
Yes.
Is that like Yiddish or what?
It's Yiddish. Yeah.
It's like it just means dick, right?
Yeah, it's like a little schmeckle.
I thought Schwanz meant.
Schwanz sounds German.
Yiddish is Germanic. It's a Germanic language based on Hebrew, but it's Germanic still.
Yeah.
So Schwanz, I think, and Schmutz, that's another one.
Schmutz.
You got some schmutz on your face.
You got some schmutz on your schwanz.
Yeah, on your schwanz.
On your schwanz.
Whoa, go get that checked out. I have this, Billy. I have to play this. I'm sorry. I like how you're sitting there with ICP. That's pretty cool.
I kick it with the homies.
All right. So this is Billy being racist. Wow.
What?
I
No,
wonder how
it's
this
not.
was uncovered.
Impossible.
Hi, Billy.
She was being pretty edgy on some anti-Semitic shit. She spent a lot of her formative teen years there in Israel, developing a rudimentary disdain for the Jewish people. How's this me being racist? I'm
like
talking
her.
about Repzion's girlfriend.
I like her.
I like her. I like her.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
great.
I like her.
All right.
She just happens to, have some opinions that are a little fucking rough.
So we're working towards our goal here. We're at $110. This is the second show of the week. Hopefully you can help us get at least halfway there so that the Saturday peeps don't have to work too hard. Tomorrow is our Patreon private show. It's the debate episode. There's going to be several topics, and Billy and I are going to debate them all. It's going to get ruthless. I'm going to end up murdering him by the end of it.
That's how you lose
Spoiler
a debate.
alert.
You
Spoiler.
lose a debate by murder,
You lose it by getting murdered.
No, bullshit.
It's like you're dead, but it's like as you're dying, you're like, this means I was right.
I was right. It's like getting blocked on Twitter.
Yeah.
Only you're dead. Yeah. Yeah. I adopted
what kind of it's going to be. Is it like going to be like serious, like Ben Shapiro level facts and logic, or is it going to be like, hey, what flavor pizza is good?
It's going to be that kind of shit. It's going to be John Cena. Is John Cena good or does he suck?
I think it'll probably also be like ecumenical politics and the history.
Should I put that in there?
The history of man.
I thought it was mostly just going to be like dumb bullshit.
Maybe.
But here's the thing. We're going to flip a coin on who argues which side of what subject.
We're just going to flip a coin?
Yeah.
So you might have to defend John Cena?
I might.
I'll make you cry?
No. I'll just do what you do. Pretend like I
What do you mean
advocate for
pretend?
something. Oh my God.
I have an
come on.
eclectic opinion
You've already
on things.
admitted this openly.
I don't
Do you
believe that.
do you feel like your position on John Cena has evolved throughout the years?
It
'Cause I
should,
feel like
but
mine
Not
hasn't.
mine. Not mine. No, I guess I'm still in 2007.
Ben's a blind hater.
I've never been a fan of John Cena. I didn't like Hogan either as a kid. My first memory of watching wrestling on TV was when all of these managers wanted to manage Macho Man. He was like the new hot free agent. And then at WrestleMania 3, he had that match with Ricky Steamboat for the Intercontinental title. And then at WrestleMania 4, he won the title. And then, like, the Mega Powers, like one of the most overpowered tag teams ever, formed. They should have given them a championship run. They would have in modern times. They would have given them the belts for a little while.
Yeah. I mean, they would have each had it like 10 times in a modern WWE setting.
But then Hogan ruined it, just like he ruined everything else. He took like 3 or 4 elbows in a row from Macho Man and then still like did his Hulk up thing and finished him with the big boot and the leg drop at the end.
Big boot.
And then the Warrior, like I think the next year retired Macho Man in a very similar fashion. They had a retirement match between Warrior and Macho Man lost, and that's when Scary Sherry turned on Macho Man and they did the Elizabeth, will you marry me?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Good old
See,
classic.
the weird thing
wrestling.
about Scary Sherry, like, because she was like so like crazy looking with Macho Man, I was like, look at this like hideous woman.
But you looked
And
at
then
her as an
I
adult.
kind of look back and I'm like,
Yes, I did the
she's
same
like bad
thing.
as fuck.
Yeah. She looks like a hot chick that you'd smoke crack with and then get a...
In an alleyway.
Yeah. You're like, let's do some crack
No,
and maybe
when
butt
she
stuff.
got inducted into the Hall of Fame, I was like, I remember her being hideous.
Yeah, because you were a little kid, right?
Yeah.
And she had the scary makeup. And
But
you're
she
"Oh,
like
you're
she was in
mean."
good shape because she was a wrestler.
Because this is the thing. When
Yeah.
you're a kid, you don't judge people based on personality, or you judge people based on personality. Because you don't have
she
a
was
sexual
so.
attraction.
But I liked Macho Man.
Well, and
though.
the face, and she had like crazy ass makeup on and shit like that.
Dad!
PT
But
hand
then you're an
dropping
adult, and
the
you're
hundo.
like, yo, like look at that fucking ass.
It's
You don't
yeah.
think- I'm not thinking that when I'm a Hulkamaniac 10-year-old.
You know what's really weird? Sherry died the same way Liz did. Both of Macho Man's main managers throughout his career, they both died from opioid overdoses.
That's how a lot of wrestlers
Yeah.
died, though, right? So
in general, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
It's like, you know how 60% of wrestlers
Rick Rude?
die? Opioids. Rick Rude was...
That was terrible.
Yeah.
He was one of the best.
Was Hennig opioids as well?
Yeah, I think so.
God.
Kurt Angle would have been the next too. Dude, he claims he was taking like 50, 60, 70 pills a day.
He probably was.
Yeah.
My cousin...
He always looked like there was a time in his career where he looked fucked up.
Yeah.
Like all the time. People, our fans hate wrestling, but I don't even care since
My
we all
cousin
like
abused opioids
No,
like
I don't
crazy.
even care. I don't even
And
care.
he was taking like 50 pills a day sometimes. And he was only doing that because he was selling them. So he had like this connect. He could sell a pill, do a pill. And he would do them all. I thought he was going to die.
I always hear a lot of these wrestlers, especially the click wrestlers, they talk about somas, which are like extra strength muscle relaxers.
Yeah.
You drink a beer and take a soma, and like knock you into next Tuesday.
Yeah, somas were the 90s shit. That's what they like. You go into a locker room back in the day and you'd shake a pill bottle and you'd see who was a fucking soma head because they'd all tilt their head over like, what? Wow, somebody got some fucking somas? Let's do it. Also, at the time, GHB was over the counter.
Oh my god!
And they would give each other
William
GHB.
Regal. For most of his career, William Regal was addicted to GHB.
Yeah.
He'd like come to the ring all drunk on GHB.
There's all those stories of the wrestlers like dosing people on airlines with GHB.
Wasn't that a date rape drug too?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I thought so.
But they were big. They could mix just enough of it where it fucked them up.
Yeah, it was like drinking cough syrup. Or
They'd
something
zone
like
out
that.
for the entire plane ride or car ride. You'd have like the one sober driver that drives everybody. He gets to be the little.
Well, that's what
fucking-
happened with Doc Hendricks, and he got his hair cut while he was sleeping on the plane ride from hell.
There's so many good wrestling stories that
I
aren't
love
wrestling
it.
related.
I love
like,
it. I could talk about it forever.
Just total dirtbag shit. That should be a podcast. Fuck actual
could.
wrestling. We should just do a podcast on all the dirtbag shit of wrestling.
Oh, dude, I would love
Well,
that.
there's that list. The
Yeah.
list of like it's like 100 something filthy wrestling rumors. Like every one of those is like an episode or something.
Yeah, that's a whole podcast. A whole fucking 2
We
year
should do
podcast.
it. Let's do it.
Let's
We're doing it.
Let's make this happen. We can talk about the Ronnie Garvin getting dumped on over a glass table so we can look at the girl's hot turds.
You know
fucking
what?
drop
I
in
have a
his face.
request for the audience. I have a request for the audience. Everyone go to Twitter right now and tweet at Jim Cornette and tell him that the Young Bucks are better than the Midnight Express.
Why would you say that?
Oh my god, yes. Please do that.
And let me know if you get blocked, like how long. before
Every
you-
single person's gonna get it blocked. Maybe everyone they follow is
Yeah.
gonna get blocked.
Yeah,
Jim
yeah.
Cornette.
Wait a second. Did you have Jim Cornette on the show before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's even funnier.
He was so mean to us. Like, he was so... But I laughed the whole time. I thought he was just healing it up, but he might have been serious. But he stayed the whole time, so
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. I miss his YouTube channel. He used
I mean,
to
he-
upload all his podcasts, all the best clips of his podcast to YouTube, and it
He
was my
doesn't
whole
do that
homepage at some
anymore?
point. And then he got strikes, and that was the end of it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know he got...
Yeah.
There were probably some bullshit strikes, anyway.
Yeah.
Just like most of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. All right. So before we get into the next segment, and I know this kind of throws things off, but I know Billy and Justin will get this going. They'll hold the fort down. See this little thing? I found this fucking thing squirming around in front of my front door the other day. And now every 30 minutes I have to go and feed it a fucking thing.
This is
full-
what you're feeding?
Yeah, that's the little bird. I mean,
Baby
actually,
birds freak me out.
this was a few days ago, and it looks different already. They age like really fast.
Because this bird looks like something an owl spit up.
Well, those are. I mean, it's probably less than a week old. Those feathers are called pin feathers, and yeah, look at its body. Its body is naked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's cute, but yeah, it's not like the most visually appealing.
This
thing
is your
ever.
new little baby.
It is.
Ben's been letting
I'll be
it
right
suckle
back. I
off
gotta
his
go feed
nipple.
its ass.
He's literally got to go feed this thing right now.
His
Ben-
pet invasive species.
Yeah. Like this
Ben
is
is
probably,
literally killing the environment now by saving this thing.
yeah. This is probably how like the zombie apocalypse starts. Because
Yeah,
this thing
thank you,
should have
Ben.
died, And now it's got some sort of strain that gives it superpowers because it was been nursed with fucking Similac. And he told me that he was talking to a G-Time Johnny, who everybody from this show would know. G-Time Johnny is a crazy old hippie that lives in the woods, and he's trying to tell Ben to feed the bird dirt. He's like, feed the bird dirt, it'll grow up big and strong. Give the birdie a little dirty.
Is that correct? Like,
I doubt
what
it's
he's doing
correct
right now.
I don't think he's going to feed it dirt. I think he's going to feed it. He said there was this mixture of like I want to say meat or something, or there was like he made like a recipe for this bird. Like he's over here Iron Chefing it up for this little fucking thing.
Damn.
And I don't know. I look at this and it does not look like it should survive in this world.
Yeah. Well, he said it's a starling, right?
A starling.
And they told that it's an invasive. If it's an invasive species, then it's got to be like something it preys on that it shouldn't be eating.
Yeah, Ben's over
so
here.
What the
like,
fuck is this thing?
He's killing hummingbirds.
After it's done eating the Similac, what the fuck's it gonna start eating?
Oh yeah, it's eggs and cat food and stuff. Like there's a whole mixture of stuff. It's eating good. It's eating. Oh, it looks gross. It looks like it's half bird, half skeleton, half nutsack.
Yeah. Yeah, like those like bones, man. They because you can see we're looking at its bones right now.
Yeah. Kayla Rose says it's so cute. I guess if you think that's cute, you should see me naked. That was a joke about me thinking this is gross. I just had to spell that out so I don't get me too'd. Fuck. You know how easy it is to get me too'd these days?
Just let it happen.
Yeah, just
because like there's that like if you got me too'd, there will be some people who are like, you know what, Billy the Fridge is where I draw the line. I'm over it. So it's.
They eat 10 to 15% of their body weight per feeding.
Per feeding?
So I feel like I'm basting a turkey because I use an oral syringe to feed it.
Oh,
and it just sucks down this whole fucking syringe. Like, go. I'm like, how much fucking room is left in this thing? I don't know.
Wait, so what does it look like now?
Pimp Monk's in the chat.
It's a little more feathery than this. Does Pimp Monk want to come on?
I don't know. Young Pimp Monk. I heard Young Pimp Monk was banging all types of broads at VidCon. I didn't know.
I don't know.
I didn't know if him and I crossed swords.
Oh my god.
I didn't know if we cross contaminated some poor girl. Could you imagine if some woman from VidCon 9 months from now has to figure out whether or not me or Pimp Monk is the father? Poor girl. Hey, the Hob One's out. Says, nice meeting you at VidCon, guys.
He said you caught my herpes. Oh, dude, Teddy Rubskin's in the chat too, man. We got all the good people.
All the good people
in the chat right now.
James from the Odds
with
out.
Ones, like they didn't want him because like he's like the fucking man right now. So
yeah,
he's walking around incognito on the floor at VidCon, so like he doesn't get fucking mobbed.
Yeah,
and so like I'm going to find with him. I'm with Mystic, and like a couple other people. So I'm trying to find like Odd Ones. Like I just showed her. I'm like look for this like face because I'm trying to find him. And she sees him, and while he's trying to not be found, she just yells James at him. And I'm like, are you fucking serious right now?
Well, like there could be tons of James, right? Like, did it blow the spot?
Yeah, it didn't, but it was like, oh my god, like all this work to be incognito, and you might have just blown it.
Yeah, I had a friend who was lying to the police outside of a church with this girl that he snuck. Joe, you know Joe, right?
No, I don't know him at all.
So Joe snuck onto the stage of a super church, a mega church in Ohio.
Yeah. Ohio?
In Ohio, yeah. It was in Columbus. And the police came and pulled him off. The police were like owned by the church. Like the church had their own police. And they brought him off, and he gave like a fake name. He was like, yeah, my name's Craig Fitzsimmons, because he thought it was just like security. He thought it was just church security. So he was trying to like get away without fucking giving his identification live online because it was all streamed. He's like, my name's Craig Fitzsimmons. And then the girl he was with, after the cops were about to let him go, the girl he was like, Joe, let's get the fuck out of here. They're like, wait, Joe? Who the fuck's Joe? You said your name was Craig Fitzsimmons, and he fucking.
Oh my god!
He went to jail, got like a $35 fucking fine 10 days later.
When did this happen?
2013 on our road trip across America, our RV trip.
Yeah, when you were working for Alki.
Yeah, for the billionaire.
Yeah.
I slept that day because like we could have the cops call on us so many times when me and Joe were together, and the cops never took us, never charged us with anything. But I fucking slept in that day because I hadn't slept for like 4 days, and I wasn't there, and Joe got arrested. I feel like it's personally my fault because I can talk my way out of anything with the police. You know how many times I've been charged with heinous crimes, like some really messed up stuff.
All right, so I created
you have a dark past, Billy.
Yeah.
Today I created
I
a
see it
new.
on your face.
I created a new segment for the show today, and I need help from the fans to send me video suggestions. Our new segment is, will my dog get pissed off at watching whatever video I play?
This dog is irrationally angry at certain videos.
It's at you every time you walk through the door, right?
I think she's really just excited to see me.
So here's an example. My little dog, this dog weighs 3 pounds. It hates Morris Day and the Time. It fucking hates them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, watch. This is great. My 3-pound Chihuahua despises Morris Day and the Time. Here, I'll show you. You know I want to show you.
Oh.
What? I think she's getting into it.
She hates it.
Yeah. Justin might be right. Maybe the dog's gigging.
It looks like she's doing like a dance, though.
No, that's her, like, that's when she, like, if I won't do something she wants, she'll do that to me.
Is she doing like a Heil Hitler thing?
Oh, shit, am I the next Count Dankula?
Yeah.
Damn.
What are you doing, Ben? It's fucked up.
Yeah. So, if you want to send me videos, and then we'll all guess together whether or not it'll piss off my dog, send them to Drunken Peasants Inbox.
Because you said you played Gin and Juice as well.
I did some experiments today. I played Billy's Just a Bill. It didn't freak out. I played Gin and Juice, Snoop Dogg. It freaked the fuck out.
Do you think your dog's racist?
I played a cartoon dog video, and it freaked out.
Okay,
She
so
freaked out to that.
It's not just...
Well, she might be a little racist. I don't know. She's Mexican.
According to Hulk Hogan, we're all a little racist. Yeah, she's a Chihuahua, right?
The Odd Ones Out is in the chat. Are we familiar with
We
them?
just talked about him.
Oh, where was I?
We literally
Oh,
just had
Ben's
like
high.
a whole 5-minute conversation about him.
Ben's high.
Did that start like while I was gone?
I don't think so.
No,
okay.
it didn't.
I'm sorry. I'm
But
doing
Ben
all kinds
also
of shit.
kicked off this episode by calling it 294.
I was, yeah.
But Ben's fucked
Yeah,
up, guys.
are you good today, Ben?
I'm, you know.
Yeah.
Ben, are you on drugs again?
Yes.
Ben, have you ever not been on drugs?
When I'm sleeping.
Have you ever done an episode of Drunken Peasants without some sort of intoxication?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
sure
I'm
I
impressed. I'm sure I have. You're like, I'm sure I have.
Yeah. All right. So, it's time to do.
Sir, it got me so humiliated.
A lot of people want to hear about this.
Discriminating against wolves.
Wow.
They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
Everybody's calling me out for Me Too moments in the chat.
Billy Me Too'd me in an elevator. Actually, that wasn't the only time.
I offered.
No, and then there was a time you were like threatening to show me your dick pic, and I'm like, I don't want to see it, and everyone's like, yo, Billy's Me Too'ing Ben.
I didn't. It wasn't. I was offering. You keep saying threatening.
No, you were like, are you sure? I'm gonna show you now. I'm like, no thanks.
I don't remember it like that.
And you're like, it's a great picture because of my smile in the picture.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
Want me to pull it up?
No.
Okay. Thought I'd offer.
All right, so we have to talk about this.
Like a dead man switch. Like something happens to you and just like it just goes to all of Ben's devices.
Yeah.
Like a dick pic John McAfee.
I'm gonna bring a big pie in, like in Revenge of the Nerds, and when Ben gets to the bottom of the pie, it's just gonna be a picture of my fucking hog.
We actually do this segment where I play a video and only Billy can see it, and it's usually like Chris Chan fucking a blow-up doll or something like that.
I don't like it.
And then we have Billy draw what he's seeing on a piece of paper.
I don't enjoy that segment at all.
Everyone else does, though.
Shout out to Mercedes Carrera's trial encountering new unexpected delay.
All right, so whether she's guilty, whether she's innocent, she's been in jail since February.
For half a year, right?
And has not had her day in court yet.
Rancho Cucamonga, California, an unexpected scheduling conflict today prevented the trial of adult performer Mercedes Carrera and Jason Whitney for sexual abuse of a minor or minors and possession of drugs and firearms from moving forward as planned. The preliminary hearing that was supposed to happen today has now been moved to August 8th. This is the fourth delay in 4 court dates over the past few months, attempting to set a date for the preliminary hearing to begin. All 4 hearings were pre-prelim, although on June 6th, both the state and the defendants had agreed to schedule the preliminary hearing, a crucial step which will determine whether the case should move on to a jury trial for today. As several sources had anticipated to XBiz yesterday, Whitney's attorney, Nicola Fitzgerald, asked for the postponement due to an unexpected scheduling conflict. So this postponement is from Jason Whitney's attorney, which is her husband, right?
Yeah, so they don't have the same attorney. And I think he got the good one and she didn't. What the fuck?
Is she still a public defender? Yeah.
I think.
Maybe he needs the good one. I was ready to proceed with the preliminary.
Maybe he chose to keep the good one and was like, fuck you, bitch. I'm getting out of here.
Maybe he has control of all the money.
This is all speculation.
Let's just speculate. I was ready to proceed with the preliminary hearing, and I announced that to the court today. Carrera's public defender Joshua Castro told XBiz Nicola Fitzgerald was representing a witness in a different case, and she had been ordered to be in a different courtroom for a trial that's happening today, where she's representing a witness. Fitzgerald, who is a local private attorney in Rancho Cucamonga, but also subs for public defenders whenever there is a conflict of interest, was called to the other trial to represent a witness who the judge considered might incriminate him or herself. This morning, both PD Joshua Castro and the DA Brienne DeRose told Judge Gilbert G. Ochoa, a substitute judge acting for Judge Stephen G. Saleson, that they were ready for the preliminary hearing, but Fitzgerald brought up her scheduling conflict and a new date, August 8th, was set. This is such a cluster fun. There's so much crap. We have a substitute judge acting for the actual judge. We have Fitzgerald, who fills in for other people at another council for a witness that was going to represent its mistestify itself, incriminate itself. It's just so much shit, dude. It's so much shit. This is...
Yeah. It's funny because when I defend nuance in this situation... assholes on the internet call me a defender of a child molester. I have to believe in fairness in the justice system because any of you who are accused of anything would expect the same. So that's that. Like, I don't know if she did it or not. And if she did do it, of course, I believe she should go to prison for it. And if she didn't do it, I'm willing to bet her career is over anyway, which is ridiculous, but I'm willing to bet it's over anyway.
Last time we talked about Mercedes, we had Nick Requeda on the show. And I asked him if we had to stop masturbating to Mercedes.
He said it didn't look good.
He said it didn't look good, but I asked him, do we have to stop masturbating to her now, or can we wait till she's actually charged, right? Until she's actually convicted. And he said, keep on masturbating.
Yeah, I mean, you still masturbate to the YouTube shooter, right?
Yeah, and Chris Benoit.
I'm very unfamiliar with this case.
Yeah.
So she's a friend of our show, like, for years. She had been on the show, and she was kind of one of those Gamergate people. She kind of did the whole anti-feminist, anti-SJW thing.
She's very pro-military porn star. She has like a program where she fucks officers.
Fucks military guys. Not just officers, but like any veteran
she's like,
that's willing to do it.
Yeah.
She called it like Operation MILF or something like that.
Yeah.
That's good of her.
Yeah. She was great. Like, she fit with the format of the show so good. And like, she was just great. She had a great personality. But
and out of nowhere,
I mean, she's gonna do time no matter what because there was drugs and guns in her home, so she's doing time no matter what. She's not going to do that much if that's all she gets convicted of. Though.
She could still lose her daughter if.
Yeah, she can for that,
which sucks.
But she won't spend any more time in prison. Hopefully, you know what though, and I believe this is true for anybody. I think if you're in prison during your trial before you get convicted, that time should be credited.
Time
as
served?
Yeah, I think it should be.
Oh yeah, it's like that guy.
I mean,
Kyle
okay.
Kai the hatchet wielding hitchhiker.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He was in jail for years awaiting trial, and he recently got convicted, but he was waiting for that for a really long time.
Dude, if Epstein can do house arrest for rape, then I think...
Are they giving him house arrest?
No, he had house arrest already.
Oh. Because now they're doing like...
He's already been convicted of this shit before. He did basically house arrest. You know what he did? He did like work release, actually. He got to go hang out and do whatever he wanted, and then he had to go to bed at prison every day. And that was his deal that he cut with the guy that works for Trump now. That's why he was so criticized for that.
And now they're trying to kill him, right?
We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
and actually, you know what? I'll wait until we get to that to mention it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Where do we leave off? Down more or what?
Around here, yeah. Carrera and Whitney were in the premises. Having been informed in advance of Fitzgerald's conflicts by their attorneys, they were not brought into the courtroom. Sources close to the courthouse told XBiz that the DA had apparently met with Miss Fitzgerald yesterday, and based on that conversation, they agreed to postpone the preliminary hearing. Although DA DeRose told Judge Ochoa that she was ready to represent the state's evidence today, it's unclear whether she really was, or she might have asked for a further delay herself if Fitzgerald had not warned her of her scheduling conflict.
Someone in the chat just said Mercedes isn't rich like Epstein. Yeah, that's the fucking problem. We shouldn't have a different standard for rich people. So, no.
What happens next? Mercedes Carrera and Jason Whitney's nightmare began when they were dragged from their Rancho Cucamonga home on February 1st. The couple has been held since their arrest at the West Valley Detention Center in what Carrera described to XBiz in our exclusive March 28 jailhouse interview as a hostile and dangerous environment. There have been 4 pre-preliminary hearings every month since April. This latest delay reset the schedule and offered only 30 days from today to finally schedule the preliminary hearing. If there are no further surprises, the parties will convene before Judge Selson on August 8th for the preliminary hearing. At that point, the DA will call the state's witnesses. Sources close to the prosecution told XBiz that DA DeRose is planning to call 3 police officers, Detectives Pattison, Walker, and Thies. This is Patton, Walker, and Thies? It sounds...
Patting your Walker thighs.
I don't know. It sounds like a fucking porn.
It sounds like a Will Ferrell bit.
Yeah.
Every movie Will Ferrell's in, he ends up either naked or in his underwear running around.
Nothing wrong
in
with that.
every movie.
This is known as a hearsay
do
hearing.
porn, ironically.
That'd be hilarious.
Would you... I'd watch Will Ferrell on a porn. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't get turned on by it, but I would be fat. I would watch
I'd have to watch it.
more
Did you
percent
know-
of that porn movie than most porn movies.
Did you know that there was this award show where they were going to give a Lifetime Achievement Award to Prince, but they didn't know if Prince would show up, and Will Ferrell went there with his hair picked out like an afro, dressed like Prince, just in case Prince didn't show up. He was going to get up on stage and accept the award as if he was Prince. I just recently
show
learned
up?
that.
Prince showed
yeah,
up, yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did show up for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like a wrestler who always brings his gears to any show he goes to.
The backup.
Yeah. The jobber.
This is known as a hearsay hearing or a Prop 115 hearing where the alleged victim, in this case a minor who has been identified by Carrera as her own daughter from a previous relationship, is not called to testify. Instead, for the preliminary hearing, the DA may bring in law enforcement who report their findings as, this is what I know, this is what I heard, this is what I saw, this is who I talked. As XBiz... I know.
Who wrote this article?
XBiz.
Okay.
As XBiz explained last month, during preliminary hearings as opposed to during the actual trial, the DA only has to establish probable cause and not guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Probable cause is a much lower threshold, i.e. less evidence is needed to move forward to the full trial. Carrera's daughter is now on the sole custody of her father, and Carrera has not seen her or known of her whereabouts since the arrest.
That is so fucked up.
I mean,
she's been in prison for the better part of a year. She doesn't know where her daughter is.
If she's not guilty, it's fucked up. If she's guilty, then
if it's not, even if she's guilty, she has the right to a speedy trial. That's a right guaranteed in the Constitution. And she's been in prison waiting for a trial now. For how long?
For over half a year.
Right. Most people don't have to wait that long.
Unless it's part of their case. Carrera's daughter is now in the sole custody of her father, and Carrera's not seen her whereabouts since the arrest. Proposition 115, known as the Crime Victims Justice Reform Act, made a number of changes in 1990 to the California Constitution, including the possibility to admit hearsay evidence at preliminary hearings as opposed to the actual trial. This opened the door for DAs to call police officers to the stand to repeat things they had heard alleged witnesses and victims say, removing the possibility of meaningful cross-examination of alleged witnesses and victims by the defense. The state's complaint against Carrera and Whitney was filed on February 5th, and
February 5th? I think they were arrested like the next day.
And there was arranged a day later. It contains 9 charges, 8 related to sexual abuse, and 1 weapons and drug charge. For each of the 9 charges, the state has to present evidence that there is probable cause to bring them to trial. For each charge, the state has to present evidence of each element of the charge. The defense can challenge each piece of evidence for each element, and so during the preliminary hearing, the DA can choose to change the original charges. They can add stuff or take stuff away.
Okay, so
is how our source put it.
The DA can do that? So, like, the DA can charge you with something that keeps you in prison without bail, and then later on change that?
Take it away or add to it.
But that's not fair at all.
I mean...
And I'll tell you what, not only has she been in jail for the better part of the year, she's wearing the, like, green jumpsuit, which means she's a sex offender, which means she's probably not treated very well.
Yeah.
So... I'm not defending her per se. I'm defending her rights as a human being and as an American. She deserves to have her day in court. Let's fucking get it over with. Like, let's hear the evidence and have a jury vote on whether or not she's guilty. Please. Let's get this over with. I can't believe how long we've been talking about this.
Yeah. It's fairly rare to get a whole case dismissed at preliminary hearings, so most likely Carrera and Whitney will be arraigned for the new version of the charges that results from the preliminary hearing. This will happen 10 days later, around August 18th. After the August 8th preliminary hearing, there is a possibility that Mercedes Carrera and or Jason Whitney will file a motion to sever the trials so each has an individual panel of jurors.
That's actually smart.
But if that is what the defendants and their counsel decide, it will only be part of a delicate pretrial strategy. Carrera and Whitney are expected to plead not guilty, and at that moment, when they are arraigned in the Superior Court, the DA and the defendant's attorneys would have 60 days to begin the trial around mid-October, a process that will begin with jury selection. Jurors in Rancho Cucamonga are typically residents from the general area of San Bernardino County,
Yeah, sure.
Crucial questions for the defense when choosing jurors in a conservative, religious, law enforcement worshiping area that has been described as a red state within California will be about their prejudices against sex work and sex workers, particularly adult entertainment.
I see people in the chat all the time when I talk about this, and I don't know if they're trolls or not, but there are so many people that are like, I'm sure she's guilty. It's like, how the fuck do you know? You don't know any better than anybody else. Like, we don't know. We don't know. That's why we need this trial to happen. And I think a lot of people do it because of her profession. I think a lot of people judge her as a sexual deviant because of her profession. But we don't have any statistics that show that, you know, people who are involved in pornographic films have this high percentage of child molestation. We don't see this.
It says here, D.A. DeRosa is one of the few people who knows exactly what kind of evidence Detective Donald Patton found at the Carrera Whitney home during the raid, which happened less than 24 hours after the police received a tip about the situation and conducted an interview with the minor in question. Absolutely, Detective Patton told XBiz in May when he asked if he still thought the evidence would support all 9 charges. He repeated the assertion when we asked him if he still believed there were more victims, as the Rancho PD press release had conjectured when they released the couple's mugshots back in February. So, there's still an idea that there's more victims.
That was something that had happened in the original press release. They were like, we believe there's more victims, and if you've been a victim or you know one, please come forward.
This is kind of fucked right here. A source close to prosecution also indicated that Carrera's job as a sex worker and porn star was definitely a part of the
that's what I'm saying, and that's why all these fucking Puritan pieces of shit trolls in the chat are always like, she's guilty, she's a degenerate. It's like, fuck you. I mean, like,
yeah, like one thing doesn't necessarily lead to the other. I almost think that porn stars might be less likely to like be in these specific situations.
Absolutely, you're right, and they do that on purpose.
Yeah.
So there's a weird troll in the chat, like saying exactly what the stereotype of some retard would say. Daniel D. Daniel is such an outdated name.
She's guilty. She's a degenerate. She's a degenerate.
Saint Daniel.
See, this is the thing, though. Like, most people that are actually guilty hide their degeneracy, right? Like, maybe not most, but there's a ton of fucking people who are guilty as sin, and they're your politicians, they're your priests, your pastors, your
pastures.
I don't know fucking words. Dude.
It's like that
your pastures.
There's like a bunch of cows eating grass and getting touched by the fucking grass.
Yeah, you know how many fucking cows eating grass are degenerates?
Oh my god, I love that. Your pastures.
Your pastures. I don't care to pronounce that fucking word. Right?
I mean, we'll get to that with Epstein, right? I mean,
yeah. Wasn't it like the VP of Disney just got busted? Like, I think he was the 90s VP or something. He's got busted for child trafficking and shit too.
Really?
I'm pretty sure I read that.
Eisner?
Week. No, not Eisner.
Oh, I was like, what the hell?
It was like
Michael Eisner.
Man, I got.
He was the big guy at Disney for most of my childhood.
Yeah,
that's the name I remember.
Yeah, because they used to have the Magical World of Disney on prime time like once a week, and he was the host of it. Because Walt did it like before that, back in the day, before he died. So
the disgraced top executive at Disney has been convicted and sentenced to nearly 7 years in prison.
Who is
on multiple counts of sexually abusing children.
And what's his name?
Vice President of Walt Disney, convicted of child rape.
Name?
I'm looking. Michael Laney, 73.
I'm not
who was
familiar.
the Vice President of Walt Disney, was found guilty of 4 counts of first-degree sexual abuse and sentenced to 81
Isn't that
months in
Onision's
prison.
husband, Laney?
No, that's not Michael Laney.
Laney.
Laney's much younger than Onision. This guy's 73.
I just like how Onision now calls Laney his husband, or Kai his husband.
Kai his husband.
And I'm wondering if she's drilling him.
You wonder.
Yeah, I'm wondering that.
Is that on your mind?
Yeah, I want to see him squeal like a pig.
I
It's
love
cute.
how many people bully my friends online. Ben's
Nobody,
bullying.
dude. Greg is like the biggest fucking bully ever. Don't do that shit. You know he is.
I'm just.
You know he is.
So it's okay to put ideas, machinations of his wife fucking him in the, or husband.
I mean,
fucking him
he
in the
was
ass?
just calling Repzion's girlfriend an anti-Semite, and you defended that. So obviously, going after the significant others of people you have bullshit drama with online is perfectly fine to you.
I suppose.
So I don't know why you're calling me out for that right now.
You're just wondering if his husband fucks him in the ass. That's all.
His husband, yeah, husband. But yeah, I mean, seriously though.
I talk to Greg all the time about this. He gets fucked in the ass all the time.
You know, are you familiar with the band Ministry, Justin?
Yeah.
You know, Onision used to date the daughter of the singer from Ministry back in the day.
No shit. I know so little about Onision.
Onision loves to spill personal drama when he has beef with you.
That's true.
Like, if he learns personal drama about you, he'll hold on to that forever for that moment that you and him are no longer friends, so he can air that everywhere. He's that kind of
I'm not going to lie, I kind of have files like that sitting around, too. People,
I mean,
I have
Batman
files
did,
of
right?
people who I think might turn on me one day.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. I haven't seen you do it yet. Onision does it constantly. Constantly. So he used to date the daughter of the singer from Ministry. And now, out of nowhere the other day, and like, this was like 7 years ago. And now he's like, oh, by the way, I used to date this girl. Her last name is Jorgensen. And just want to say, she told me her dad molested her. And he just like came out and said that in a recent video. It's like, first of all, I don't believe this, but even if it's true, who the fuck do you think you are to make a video telling everybody this? She gets to make the video if she wants to. Not you, even if she did tell you that. And then he used that to link it to Repzion. Repzion's also a sexual predator, too. And his girlfriend's a Nazi. Shane Dawson's a pedophile.
That sounds like just like saying shit about people you don't like.
And you know what? Like a year ago, it was Eugenia Cooney's a fucking freak. She's a freak. Look at her. And now it's like, oh, please be nice.
Did he say freak, or was he saying she needs help? She needs help.
He was not saying she needed help.
That's everything I saw was like, she needs help. She's killing herself, and people look up to her.
You've admittedly not watched Onision's videos. So
there was like one video.
I'll school you on what Onision actually does. Oh, you can depend on me to tell you what Onision actually does.
All right, good.
Billy the Fridge Esquire. Yeah, good point. Yeah.
I'm a lawyer.
I didn't actually... so here in Washington State, we have a lot of wetlands. They're like protected wetlands. So even if it's like part of your property, you can't fuck with the wetland part of it. And Onision filmed himself cutting down all this brush and then pushing Yeah, he pushed all of it like into the pond in his backyard and was like, it's my property. But then like when he was here, we had him here on New Year's Eve. I'm like, there's a court action against you. And he just kept saying, I didn't go to court. I'm like, I know you didn't go to court, but there's a court action against you. I didn't go to court. And I'm like, I know you didn't fucking go to court, but something happened in court about you. And he kind of like looked at me for a second like,
and like, what do you want to say? What was it? Yeah, there was a court action. So what? I didn't go to court.
He didn't do that.
He didn't have to. Like you want to say,
of course he didn't have to. You don't have to do anything
because he doesn't want to admit to any sort of guilt when there's none there. You know what happened to him over that entire thing?
Admitting you went to court isn't admitting guilt, motherfucker.
But he doesn't want to admit to anything because he's like, I didn't go to court. What he's doing is he's responding in a way.
Oh, what he's doing is being a disingenuous piece of shit.
Okay, and so is every person that said that he was fucking going to court because he didn't go to court. There was thousands of people that attacked him over what turned out to be like a $250.
No, that is not the same thing. That is the biggest false equivalency
ever. There were thousands of people that attacked him online and bullied him online over that.
You fucking saying that people saying he went to court. Oh my God, dude. You're like breaking my brain with how bad this is. All right. People claiming he went to court is not the same thing.
But people did bully him over this entire thing, and you know what happened?
They didn't bully him.
Of course they fucking did. Like, you killed wetlands, you killed nature, you call yourself a vegetarian, you destroyed wildlife.
I mean, this shit happens all the time. People pretend to care about something they don't to hate on someone they don't like.
Everybody's like, you enable Onision. I don't enable him to do shit. He's going to do shit regardless.
They pretend to give a shit about Boogie's car. They don't give a shit. They do it to hate on him.
Yeah.
They do the same thing with everybody.
And like, I'm not fucking
no one gave a fuck about who Jared was, or that he was married, or that he fucked some bitch at all, until it was fun to all get together and like thousands of people and fuck on him. That's why.
You know, it was fun to like dunk on Pro Jared, but did you see
nobody gave a shit about him before though. Most people didn't even know who he was
recently.
Hold on, what was it?
Like, he kind of like I don't know if you guys know Bedhead Bernie. I think his current YouTube channel is Bernie TXT. But he put out a video recently, kind of like putting together all the stuff about the Pro Jared situation. That's kind of like the narrative that everyone bought into. Like, it's kind of flimsy, and he kind of lays out all the receipts and everything.
But yeah, and like, I don't think anybody stopped to like look into what the story was at all. I mean, it could have very well been the way it was at face value, but no one looked at that. It was fun to be like, here's a guy I don't like, or I didn't know about until today, but everyone agrees he's a piece of shit. So let's all jump on him. But here's the thing, Onision, he lives up to a lot of it. Honestly, he really does.
He does a lot of fucked up shit.
Dude, if someone came to you and told you that they were molested by their dad, even if, like, someday you ended up not liking them, would you make a video on YouTube telling everybody and, like, naming them? Like,
Probably not.
Right. That's fucked up. I'm sorry. That is fucked up. That, like, blew my mind. Like, that's so fucking,
I think it's
like,
fucked up to, like, target children in your YouTube videos to sell merch and tell your fucking parents that if they don't buy your merch, they don't love you, right? Like,
Who did that?
The fucking Paul brothers, right? And
Oh,
they're
well,
revered.
whatever. I'm not
I think
gonna
there's a lot of
defend them.
fucked up shit that happens
That's
on YouTube.
pretty-
Yeah, but I'm not gonna, like,
funny, to be
excuse
honest.
what Onision does just because the Paul brothers do something else.
But
fucked
what I'm
up.
saying is, people on YouTube are their own fucking boss. All right.
Okay.
They could do whatever the fuck they want, and we can bounce back at them, we can clap back at them, we can fucking hate at them.
This is what I'll
But
say.
when there's an entire fucking thousands and thousands of people on some lol cow hate train that are just targeting every single thing somebody does,
So
I'm not gonna fucking jump on the
I'll
train
say-
just because thousands of people hate Onision.
I'll say this. Nothing unites people more than hate. Like common interest, even like religion. Hate unites people more than anything. If you can get a group of people together all hating on somebody, I mean, like, not that I totally disagree with it, but look at like the Dick Show versus Maddox. Fuck. I mean, like, that's what unites those people. Their common hatred for Maddox. And when you get people together with this common hatred, all having fun, it's like a hobby now, all getting together and hating on somebody that you don't even really know on the internet. You all like whip up these false narratives about them. Here's the thing though, Onision, it's not false because he tells everyone what's going on in his life. Things that most people would keep private, he tells everybody. And it never looks good on him. He's dumb. I tried to tell him I thought I was like polite and fair enough to him, but I don't get why. I told him, I'm like, dude, the drama, like your drama that you stir up doesn't work for you anymore. And I think now he's finally he's like, I like Eugenia. Dude, he was using Eugenia for clickbait bullshit.
Everybody was. Eugenia's name got huge. You probably should have. We got some views.
I don't want to, though.
I know everybody
the
was
only
doing that
video
at the
we
time.
ever watched, and I didn't know she had issues, was the one where she tried to twerk. It was like girl with flat butt tries to twerk or whatever. I didn't know she had an eating disorder or anything like that. Which, by the way, Repzion calls it.
Was she like? Okay, yeah. So that answers my question. I was about to ask. Like, I didn't know if like she was famous for something before being famous for being anorexic.
She was like emo chick on the internet, and she was always skinny,
Okay.
but she at least looked normal. But, 7 months ago, she looked like a skeleton with skin still on it. So, what can you do? You can't force people to get treatment. She was in and out, though. Jacqueline apparently doesn't think it's over. That's just more dumbass drama. What are you doing, Billy? Is Onision texting you?
Yeah, he asked me to stop talking about him.
Did he really?
No.
I believe it, though. He would. He would do that.
He's in Boston right now with fans having a
Boston?
fan meetup. Yeah, he's
Fan meetup?
having a fan meetup.
He still has fans?
Yeah.
He still has
I would
fans?
love to be on a fly on a wall and see what an Onision fan meetup looks like.
I've hung out with Onision in person 3 times, and I'll tell you what. I'm not going to bash his rapport with me personally. He was very polite, and he's kind of a charming guy. Like when he meets you, he's very personable, and he'll compliment you, which is kind of weird, but he does that. Like
what kind of compliments?
The first thing he said with me was like, well, you're a manly looking man, aren't you? You look like you're from like Lord of the Rings or something. Were you there when he said that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
And you know he said that. He did say that to me, didn't he? Yeah.
He nagged you.
Yeah. And I was just kind of like, what the fuck?
It was very charming.
Yeah.
He never did that to me because I don't think he could find anything positive to say about me. He was like, well, you're alive. I was like, thanks, dude.
But here's the thing, Billy.
Well, that's just like a thing he like does. He makes a point of doing to compliment everybody.
If Onision ever cuts you off, every fucking text message you've ever sent him, anything you've ever said to him, he will use against you.
I don't care. Like, it literally doesn't bother me at all. I'm a grown-ass man. I can handle the wrath of fucking Epstein.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not about whether or not you can handle it. It's that he is like, he's a below-the-belt kind of puncher. You know what I mean?
I respect
it's
that.
It's pussy-ass, bitch-ass shit.
It is sometimes.
It's
like, I'm not a big fan of it when he
shit.
does it a lot. Like the thing with Eugenia, I thought he probably should have done.
What about with Adrian? The daughter of the singer from Ministry.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. It's fucked up, but that's how he operates.
Dude, if someone told me in private that their dad molested them, I would not, like, literally they could have become my worst enemy, and I wouldn't talk about it. I'd have to be, like, under oath in court to talk about it.
Yeah.
I just, like, that's
he talked about it with, like, his
far.
Sisters, too, right? With his own dad.
Okay, well, so, whatever. Like, that was his dad.
Yeah, but he just has a different outlook on things. I can't,
dude. You are insufferable.
I mean, here's
this defending all of these. Fuckers.
You know, I take it all back. Everybody online, let's just tell Onision how to live his life and continue to make videos.
It's not about living his life. It's about like not dishing dirt on people just because he doesn't like them.
Then just stop talking about him. The problem is talking about him gets people just as many views as fucking talking about Eugenia.
He doesn't
Cooney
get views, so I'm not
who
worried
talk
about giving him more views. He can thank me later.
People who talk about him get more views. So whether or not he's getting the views, he makes a reaction video, and then somebody takes that video and boom.
And you know I'm not concerned about that. If so, I would put his name and his face in the thumbnail and title of every video. I'm not trying to jump on the hate Onision gravy train. I just think it's bullshit what he's doing. He's fucking taking something that he claims someone told him privately about being abused by their parents. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't like whatever. And then he mentions that in a video, like 10 years later, out of nowhere. And then he uses it, and then he doesn't attack Repzion, he attacks Repzion's girlfriend. That's another bullshit tactic. He doesn't like it when people attack his partner, right?
Well, I think that he likes it when they have certain criticisms. He respects that.
Oh my God, stop. All right, I'm playing the next video.
He doesn't like it when people say,
playing the next video.
You know, I'm going to rape your wife and stuff like that.
You are in contempt, sir. You are in contempt of court.
Didn't he copyright strike like a bunch of Repzion's videos about him?
Yes.
He copyright claimed.
He's a cunt.
Oh, yeah.
He claimed the copyrights on them so that he would get the money for them.
See how he spins it?
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, it's not a spin. It's like the same thing UMG does when you use content, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a
still, like,
move, but you
shouldn't be doing it. But it's like it's different from like silencing it, but it's still shitty.
Yeah, he's claiming the fucking money for it.
No, he did actually DMCA Repzion and give him strikes. So you're wrong about that.
I thought he claimed, and then Repzion.
There was a time for a while where he was I think he was hard up for cash, so he was claiming like everyone who ever used his videos to make. No, he got Repzion strikes.
The strikes came because Repzion tried.
Oh no! I'm done with this. I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I'm done.
I'm just trying to clarify what happened.
I want to hear the rest of that sentence.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna go feed the fucking bird.
Okay, so what happened there was he claimed Repzion's video, and Repzion countered saying it was fair use, and because of the fair use counter, the YouTube sided with Onision until he called something off, so he got a strike because the claim was counterclaimed and it didn't go through. So that was the strike because Repzion tried to counterclaim and it didn't go through. And I think
is that how I haven't been through that whole process, knock on wood, but like is that how it works? Like just if they deny the claim, you instantly get the strike? Because I think they have to like give you the strike manually on their side.
Possibly, yeah. Maybe that's how it happened. That's what I was understood happened. Because like when Repzion posted a thing saying that he got like the actual like picture itself, he was complaining about the strike, had said that like it was the counter to a claim against the video. Like it was the picture itself was like it wasn't like it was just like an automatic strike from Onision. It was like because of the counter process. So I don't know.
I mean, it still sucks. That's like basically the only thing I know. Pretty much the only thing I know about Onision are the strikes on Repzion and the whole wetlands shit. I saw, and he made that fucking banana video back in the MySpace days, and that is like the extent of my Onision knowledge.
Yeah. And it really should be your extent because, honestly, the reason why I even defend Onision is, one, like, he's my buddy, but two, there's like thousands and thousands of people that are just actively trying to tear down everything he does because they fucking hate him. And it's like they take everything he does and just vilify it. There's no actual discernment of like the bad stuff versus the good stuff. It's everything. And a lot of times it's innocent shit that he did that people are like, fuck this, he's fucking Hitler. He's fucking pedophile. And it's like, if you're going to attack this guy, attack him for the legitimate shit. Because you're just diluting the fact that does do some fucked up shit that you could target and be real about. And maybe he'll try and fix that. But he's so busy defending himself over all the fucking bullshit that really isn't on him, that people just vilify him for. So it becomes a cycle of people that hate him and him trying to correct the people that hate him for the shit that's wrong. And the shit that he actually does that's wrong never really gets addressed. It's stupid. And it's a cycle that continues to happen forever in perpetuity because Onision will always feed into it. And these violent little fucking assholes, these nobody anonymous motherfuckers will always feed back. So it's a cycle of abuse, and it's gross. I get caught up in it because I'll do a video with him, a stupid little joke video, and he'll tag me in it. And then for 3 days later, I have people responding to me, "You're a pedophile enabler." And I'm like, Jesus
See, that guilt by
Christ.
association is weird. Like, I noticed that I had shared the video that Reactor did with all of us at VidCon, the Coolero.
Yeah.
I put it on my community thing, and like I wanted to like delete it, so I don't want to hear all this shit. There's like people complaining. It's like, oh, like there were a lot of people in that video, and it seemed like everyone who saw that video that came there from my community post had a problem with a different person that was in that video. Yeah. And I was like, all right, like this isn't helping anybody. So let me just get rid of it.
Yeah. It's all fun. All fun and games, right? The internet is a vicious, mean motherfucker. Let him attack. But Egghead and everybody in the chat that keeps bringing up the Eugenia Cooney cooking show video that Onision did. Yeah, that was a comedy video where he made fun of anorexia. That was like the one video, right, where he made fun of Eugenia Cooney.
The Eugenia Cooney cookie show. What was in that?
It was like cucumber slices, and then he like ate one and then puked it up. It was like it was fucked. It was fucked on anorexia and bulimia. It was very it was edgy.
Here's the thing. I feel like if that was a person people liked to make a video like that, then they'd be like, oh, it's comedy, leave it alone, because like it's a guy that everyone hates.
Yeah,
it's like something like that. Like I can be like, all right, that's fucked up, but it's also kind of, it's comedy.
I don't even like defending Onision, but I swear, like this is what happens. We talk about it, and then Ben's like, oh, that's your friend. What's going on? I'm like, fuck. What the fuck? Like, I don't even want to bring it up. I don't care to bring it up. I don't give a shit. I know he's going to continually piss people off, and the people who want to be pissed off will find any little reason to be pissed off. And you got Repzion, who makes fucking huge money responding to Onision. So, like, they're like, how dare he bring in Repzion's girlfriend? And it's like, Repzion brings in Onision's wife. Repzion responds, gets all these fucking views. Like, it becomes part of the cycle. Onision brings up his girlfriend. Repzion will now respond to that and make a couple $1,000s off of it. It's a fucking cycle that Repzion wants to be a part of. His channel grows when he's in this fucking negativity.
He retired a little while ago. It's weird. I remember watching his video where he was like, I'm going to be a welder now, and I'm going to do YouTube for fun. Yeah. But he's been going hard recently.
It's because the resurgence of Onision,
which is like good for him. I like Repzion.
It breathed life into his channel. Like every time Onision talks about him, he's happy because he's got a response video, and he knows his audience will 100% agree with him no matter what he says, because they hate Onision. There's a huge Onision hate community right now that's making a lot of people a lot of views. So
that's the only reason I know who he is even.
Yeah.
Because I remembered the banana video, but I wouldn't have even remembered the fucking banana video if like Onision hate videos weren't a thing.
Yeah. The good old.
I have to imagine too that there are like I haven't really watched any of them because like it's not particularly interesting to me in general.
Yeah.
But anything on YouTube where people kind of see there's a market for it, they're going to dive into it. So I imagine there probably are some people in the mix who are like me and they don't really know the deep lore or anything, but they're like, let me just like do one of these.
Yeah. It's easy content right now. If you want to hate on Onision, it's good views. It's good views. I wish I had a problem with him. I'd get some fucking.
You know what this sounds like?
Everybody wants to hate on the Christian situation.
I'm just saying, Onision's videos get like 5,000, 10,000 views, and hate videos on him get like 50,000, a million. 50,000, 500,000.
There's a reason for that. He gives them the content.
Cool.
How many people do you think are there that they really like they only know about Onision through videos made about him and not necessarily like any of his content?
There probably are some, but no, the majority know about him. Most of the Onision haters are former fans.
There is a lot of former fans.
Yeah, most of them are former fans. And there's like a whole genre of anti-Onision videos, which are based on shitty comments on Patreon he leaves people when they cancel their Patreon from him. Are you going to deny these exist?
I don't give a fuck they exist.
I didn't ask if you gave a fuck. I'm asking you,
why am I fucking supposed to be his lawyer? I'm trying to move on for 20 minutes. You keep feeding that fucking bird.
I've been gone the whole time. You didn't have to talk about Onision the whole time I was gone.
What the fuck am I supposed to talk about?
And by the way,
what's funny is I have
you're being his lawyer
constantly to make a video about Onision. And I'm like, I don't know shit about him. I'm not particularly interested in it. And here we are, like 20 minutes of me like learning Onision lore here.
You learned it from the wrong person.
Yeah.
You learned it from an incredibly biased point of view. I'll just say that. I love this dude. He's great. He's wonderful. He's a wonderful dude.
Most point of views are biased.
No.
Okay, every opposing point of view of Onision is 100% fact. I'm sorry that I have to lie to you guys to try and get you to like my friend Greg, because it's so important to me that you guys
don't
like
even
Onision.
watch his videos.
I don't.
Yeah, because if you watch them, you'd be fucking disgusted. And it's funny that you're like friends with people he's like slandered in their like he's brought up retarded ass personal shit about them just because he had a vendetta against them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, it does. It sucks that your friend Greg is always trying to make you choose sides.
It sucks that I can be friends with somebody who's a piece of shit to people, right? It sucks.
I mean, like, we all do wrong things, but he's like consistent about it. And on top of that, he broadcasts it for the world to see.
If they want to watch, but you don't have to watch. I don't watch. He's my buddy, and I don't watch his fucking shit.
You don't watch it because you couldn't.
I don't watch it because I don't hang out with him because I'm a fan of Onision. I hang out with him because he's fucking fun guy to hang out with. We go and eat fucking pasta primavera at the Olive Garden with zucchini noodles, and then we go watch a movie or we go film some stupid videos in my basement.
Boogie told me, Billy the Fridge told me his friend sucked his dick when he was 12 years old when we were eating at the Olive Garden. That's disgusting.
Do it.
That's what he would do. I can see the video.
I don't care. I literally don't care.
I know you don't. Dude, I love how your way of arguing is how much you don't care about it. It doesn't matter. You defended it, so you care enough, right?
I mean, I don't even want to talk about it. It gets brought up, and I'm expected to defend it.
No, I don't expect you to defend it. I don't want you to defend it. I want you to be like, damn, that's dumb as fuck.
Damn, that's dumb as fuck. That shit is whack.
He called me, sir. And got
shit, we already did this.
People are discriminating against wolves. Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
I love puking dog.
And you better well learn to love it.
We've got breaking news. Financier Jeffrey Epstein was taken to the infirmary after he was found injured in his New York City jail cell. Law enforcement is investigating. Mola Lange
This is one of those Clinton friends suicide attempts.
Yes, I have a poll right now. It's a link in the description. And it is a poll about what you think happened to Epstein. And is Teddy Rubskin's in here? Hey, Teddy.
Yeah, I was trying to come in there.
Oh, did you want to come into the Skype call?
Jumped up to just jump in there, but you guys seem to be getting all excited about thing and stuff. So I was good. Well, you already jumped subject, so.
Oh yeah. I'm done with it. I'm so fucking done with it. It's unbelievable. So I have a poll right now. What do you think happened to Jeffrey Epstein? Right now, the link's in the description if you want to vote on it. But attacked for being a pedo is winning right now, and then assassination attempt is in second place. Suicide attempt very closely followed by trying to get a transfer, which I've heard so many times.
If you get hurt in prison, you can get a transfer?
Yeah, you can. You can be like, I'm not safe in this prison, and they'll put you in a different prison.
Do we think somebody tried to shut him up? It's an assassination?
It could be. I mean, like, if he ever provided underage girls to anyone who was powerful.
If anybody was going to get off of a rape charge with some, wasn't house arrest, what did you say it was, work release?
It basically was. I don't know what the official term they used was, but he was allowed to leave, and he just had to, like, come back.
Look, Epstein, let's give you work release for a rape so you don't have to dime in on all of us.
Work release is the kind of shit you get when you're in jail for, like, a DUI or something like that. Not sex trafficking and rape.
Yeah, I had a buddy with a DUI that kept like getting work release, and he'd sneak his iPhone into prison with him. He like keister it.
I mean, like, work release is cool because like they allow you to keep your job, but you still serve time. You know, you get to leave jail to go to work, but you have to show up as soon as you're done with work. That's why it exists, not so that rich people can get away with rape. That's not why it exists.
Epstein do? What's he do?
What does he do? He's like a finance guy. Like, he makes money off of bullshit, basically.
Did he facilitate was he the facilitator of the Lolita Express?
I don't know.
Wait a second. I think I remembered seeing an article that was saying that like they went to all these financial firms like to try to like investigate Epstein's like status as a finance guy, and like he didn't work for any company or anything. He was just a magically rich guy. Magically.
He had this huge estate in New Mexico, which, by the way, real estate in New Mexico is dirt cheap compared to the rest of the country. But that's probably why he had it there.
With the entertainers. He's tied in with like scientists. He's tied in with industrialists. He's tied in with all kinds of people. So I was like, what does he do?
And by the way, Justin, you're talking to a teddy bear right now.
Teddy Rubskin.
Teddy Rubskin.
Oh,
Teddy,
Rubskin.
should I add you to I'll add you to the Skype call. Yeah, are you able to come
like literally in your apartment right now, or?
No. He's he is, I think he's from Chi-Town.
I can't come on video right now anyway.
You can't?
Nah, I can't.
His video's down.
Damn it, Teddy.
Do we have a picture of him we can put up?
Yeah,
so we can be
I'll put it
reminded
up.
that we're looking at a teddy bear.
Yeah,
we're talking with a teddy bear
via satellite.
Yeah,
so
live
what?
via satellite.
So level with me, man. Did you lose the puppet or what?
It's a fucking camera and the bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Situation.
You know, even when I Google Teddy Rubskin, Teddy Ruxpin comes up automatically.
No, right? They think you misspelled my name, and they recommend the Ruxpin shit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
So Epstein had a private island dubbed as Orgy Island.
What?
Guests included Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew.
I mean,
Stephen Hawking.
None of this is proven. None of this is proven.
Well, he's definitely
Stephen Hawking
proven
with
friends.
the Orgy Island.
Orgy Island. He's definitely It's proved that Epstein has connections with the Clintons and Trump. That's all proven.
Oh, baby, spit in my mouth.
Oh, baby.
By the way, if any of you guys play Mario Maker 2, I made an Epstein Island stage.
Oh, really?
So I feel like it's a faithful recreation of Epstein's Island. So, you know, you can play Mario Maker 2 and learn while you play.
I almost picked up Mario Maker 2 today. My little nephew has been trying to get me to get it. He's like, get the Mario Maker 2. And I'm like,
it's fun.
I played a little bit with Boogie at Disneyland.
Can I make you a Mario Maker level and then you'll play it?
You have to be able to beat the level to make the level.
Really?
For it to go public.
Oh, shit.
You got to be able to beat it. So
you can't share it privately?
Otherwise, anyone could just make any crazy unbeatable level and it would ruin the whole game.
I saw the one with all the long fireball strings that spin around. And it's like every jump.
Beat it.
Yeah, every fucking jump has to be perfect or else you can't beat it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's nuts.
Ever played a game called Meat Boy?
I didn't play Meat Boy, but I know what it is. It looked really fun.
So, Teddy,
insanely hard levels, but you got to play through them a million times to get through them.
Teddy, you made a movie years ago where you were a detective, where you drew a mustache and a beard on yourself, but it just never went away, and you still have it.
Exactly. I drew it on there. It's kind of rubbed off over the years, but I was thinking of refreshing it.
It got pretty erotic in that movie. There was puppet sex going on in that movie.
Yeah. It was puppet porn. I was trying to go in new directions.
How many
innovative?
How many adult puppet movies didn't have a sex scene since you didn't Meet the Feebles have a sex scene?
I've never seen that.
Every adult puppet movie has a sex scene. But
yeah.
World Police, Team America World Police.
That's hilarious.
The Happy Time Murders.
The funny thing about that is how ridiculous it is.
Their sex scene?
Yeah.
I don't know. The pile driver scene was pretty real to life.
The sex scene in the Team America was hilarious because it just went that much farther than than it needed to go.
Teddy, can I ask you a personal question?
Oh, I was going to ask him something.
Yeah,
go ahead.
You ever bang a marionette?
Yeah.
Do the wires get in the way?
No, not really. If it's a good marionette, you know what I mean.
Okay.
The strings are out of the way. The important shit.
Moral Oral had a rape scene. That's
with this breaking story.
tough.
Mueller, what happened?
Let's see.
Well, Gail, as you mentioned, CBS News has learned that Jeffrey Epstein was found injured on the floor of his jail cell. And according to a source, officials believe
Repzion's
Epstein attempted suicide earlier this week.
He was found on the floor, crying. Please, I'll tell you what. Are you free right now? I need you to come on and talk to Billy about Onision.
Oh, my God.
Shit.
We just did 38 minutes. Let's go more.
Oh, you're trying to get out of it now.
While the chat's been please.
You're trying to get out of it now.
Chat's been move on, but let's bring them
because I'm exhausted. I argued, yeah, right now. Come on, you're free to do it.
You can do it. Come on, Repzion.
Everyone's saying Billy's scared. Billy's scared.
Well, no, bring him on. I don't give a shit.
He said okay. Right now. All right. I want to hear that. Yeah, I really want to hear this. I want to hear it.
Rips, yeah, come on in.
He's on here somewhere. Is this him?
Come on.
I think it's been a while since we've had him on, so I don't know if... Because the last time he was on the show, he was actually here.
Am I in here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. What's up, man?
Hi. I'm a bit baked right now, but what's up?
What's up?
You're at the bank?
Baked. BAKED.
Oh, you're baked. Okay.
Me too. So Billy doesn't do that.
Hashtag me too.
Billy can't handle the weeds. So
can you not really handle it? Why not?
Weed gets me high.
I mean, that's the
goal, I'm in the same boat. Weed is a good sleepy time drug for me.
Yeah, I usually smoke a weed and then I get fucking super I just want to pass out. It sucks.
You gotta power through that.
So I was okay. Can I was skimming back. I guess you guys were talking about Onision earlier. Somebody tweeted me about it. I came in and I was just skipping through, so I don't know what was said. But I wanted to come in and officially correct something.
Yeah,
so Billy was describing how the copyright system works here on YouTube, where like if you claim a video and then I counter notification that video, then my video gets removed. That's actually not how it works. So number one, I get a claim on my video, right? And I appeal it. And then it goes through back to Greg, and then he has to confirm manually if he wants to strike my video and take it down. And he has the option, he has the complete option to not go through with it, basically. Right?
And did he strike it at that point?
He's done that with all my videos. Now, the difference is recently, actually last month, he didn't use the normal manual claim system on one of my most recent videos, and he just struck it instantly. There was no appeal. There was no he claimed my content and it got removed, and then I appealed it. There was just copyright strike. The video was taken down instantly, and I had literally 2 strikes on my account for almost a month and a half. Pretty scary stuff.
Yeah, that really does suck.
All right.
So
that's what I was saying about that.
I'm bringing that up because I don't know, like you do come across extremely biased. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, you've talked about.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot or something, but false claiming people's content, manually striking it, and not even going through the process of the DMCA that YouTube allows you to go through, which is bullshit. And then you got to wait 20 days for the video to get restored when he doesn't give a court order and all that stupid shit. But he has the power. I also found out recently that the reason that he's able to claim and manually copy strike so many videos at once is because his channel is actually set up as a music channel. You know those Evo music channels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They you can set your YouTube channel up because he's made music, right? And he's posted music on his stuff. You can set it up as a music artist YouTube channel, which gives you more copyright power on all content.
Yeah, I think I have that.
Oh, you have that too?
Yeah, I think I have that too because of my music channel. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you would have that because your channel is primarily a music channel.
Yeah, I get a little.
But I didn't know that until literally of this last week, which it makes a lot more sense now. How he has such manual control, any video that uses anything of his, he just knows about it and can claim it because it's set up for music. And
I didn't know that was a music thing. I thought that was just because he had the MCN he was working with gave him more options initially.
I mean, that's possible. That's possible.
So this is all speculation with the music thing, or do you know
Rep,
it?
I want to bring up a few things that will be really interesting because I've been here the whole time, and you've talked about suing Onision before. You are in the presence of Onision's lawyer right now, Billy the Bridge.
No,
yeah, I
I'm
represent
not.
Greg.
You
I represent
are.
Greg.
No,
all
I'm
right.
not.
So Billy. Okay. Then listen to this. Oh, thank you.
Okay, I'm listening.
All right. Yeah, we just got a Streamlabs. So Billy will tell you that the wetlands thing, everyone overreacted to that. That was not a big deal. You guys are just fucking making a big deal about nothing just to hate on Onision.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my response to that would be, I'll give you that. I think it was exaggerated. A lot of the outrage was exaggerated, but in terms of the legalities of him actually destroying the buffer zone that it was in the county that he's in, because I've been in his county. It's very, very a lot of nature and shit. He did break an actual wetland buffer zone. It's in legal documents. That cannot be denied. It cannot be denied.
And
at that point.
The case against him turned out to be he had to pay $250 to
and people were estimating that it was going to be $2 million in damage. So in terms of inflation, people are exaggerating
reconstruction.
So that was exaggerated. I can agree that there was exaggerations with amount he would owe.
I can agree with that too.
It's not about how much he owes. It's about the fact that he actually destroyed wetlands and he refuses to acknowledge that. He refuses outright in everything. He says he didn't do anything to any land when it's on documents that he did. Because you have a 100-foot buffer zone from the wetland. It's that simple.
But what he says is, I didn't go to court. That's what he kept saying to me when he was here on New Year's. I didn't go to court. I'm like, but your lawyer went to court for you or something.
Yeah, I know he didn't go to court. My whole fucking point, the title was obviously kind of clickbaitish, but that's what you have to do on YouTube.
Right.
And secondly, it's not as a lawyer went to the courtroom and represented him, and the court case was basically dismissed or thrown out, right? He lost what he was originally appealing for. So, like, my title isn't really wrong because the lawyer represented Onision. That's how it works.
I want to ask you
I
another
don't understand
one.
what's so hard about that.
It gets even deeper where, like, all right, so now all of a sudden Onision cares so much about Eugenia Cooney. Would you say Onision's older videos about Eugenia Cooney were about caring about her or mocking her, would you say?
I would absolutely say they were mocking.
There was one video, the cooking video was mocking her.
All right,
about the Sims when he created her. But he also did a Sims of her. He did Sims and was like making fun of her in the Sims video game and like making her throw up and stuff.
Okay,
that's pretty fucked up.
That's mocking. That's mocking.
Okay,
Really?
well, we made some progress there. Billy admitted that he did. Like, that's mean, dude.
Yeah,
that's horrible
mocking.
shit.
That's mean.
Yeah.
But people make videos of me being fat and fucking eating and gorging and shit.
But that's part of your shtick too, though, right?
Well,
I mean, I think that's mean, but you take it like a...
I mean, that's fucked up, but it's
But are you on like the borderline dying right now? Are you dying right now?
I was dying.
You were, but you're not now. You're in much better health.
Yeah, no, I'm and so is Eugenia, and I consider Eugenia a friend. We've had many conversations. We've embraced happily together. I love that girl, and I was not pro Onision on that shit he was doing. And I talked to him about it. I was like, hey, man, why do you keep doing this? He's like, I have a lot of fans who admire Eugenia Cooney.
Sounds so much like you.
I have a lot of fans that admire Eugenia Cooney. They look up to Eugenia Cooney, and they want to become anorexic because of her. And I want to take a stand against that and make these videos to show that's not okay.
So why do you think, what's his motivation in outing Adrian, like, and stuff she allegedly told him in private and making a video about it?
I don't know. I don't watch Onision like everybody else does. I don't.
But do you watch me? That's the real question. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I've probably watched more of Onision on your videos, Repzion, than on Onision's videos.
Okay, that gets
Don't let him hear that.
There.
I've literally never.
I hope he doesn't end your friendship now because you said that.
Videos about Onision.
I mean, he's still getting paid.
Basically, the only reason I know who he fucking is.
Onision's still getting paid off me watching your videos, anyways, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
No, but the whole reason Onision and I became friends is because when he was in the triad with Billy, Laney, Billy, and Onision, they had that big breakup, and he made a video talking about his relationship with Billy, and I cut pieces of it to make it seem like I was the third in their relationship.
You know, after Billy and Ayala stopped being friends with Onision, they started hanging out in DP chats all the time and stuff for a while. Yeah. I'm like, because we used to hate on Onision all the time.
Well, that's kind of how it goes. Like, there's the whole circle of people.
Yeah, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yeah, it happens.
And the whole reason that I'm friends with Onision is because I was making fun of him, and he thought it was funny. He's like, let's collab. And so I was like, okay, let's collab. And
it's so strange that he thought it was funny because he normally gets offended.
I'm saying, I have a different experience with him than most people do, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you are a lucky man. You're a lucky man, man.
I am.
I would say personally, face to face, I've gotten along with him fine, but I can tell he is what everyone thinks he is.
Did you ever get? Billy, I actually have a question. Did you ever meet the biscuit tomato dude?
Tomato biscuit. I hung out with him the day after he hung out with you.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes this a little more. Do you know about what happened with that? Right? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
You know about that?
Yeah,
I'm curious.
Tomato Biscuit was a big.
I want to know.
He was a big supporter of Onision's channel, and he went and he took a picture with you because he met up with you when he was here in Washington State. And Greg kind of was like, "We can't be friends," you know. He was like, "You're over here consorting with Repzion, who is a known enemy of mine."
You're consorting with Repzion,
but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. We didn't talk about him at all. Like he got brought up in one sentence. I literally just bonded with him and his wife, and that was it for 2 hours.
They're very sweet people. I love.
They are amazing, incredible people. And I was so upset when that happened, dude. Like, and the thing is, even before we took the photo, I said to him, like, are you sure you want to take a photo? Because I'm afraid that, like, I know you're a supporter of Greg and everything, but, like, if you take this photo, he may cut contact with you altogether. Like, I want to let you guys know that. And they're like, oh, yeah, we'll be fine. And then that happened.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad. I was like,
you can't feel too bad, right? Like, they wanted to take the picture with you. And honestly, this is the truth about Greg. The littlest things could make him change his mind about you. And I think that's more about him and the stability of Onision inside. He's a very, like, he's...
People want us to move on, and I agree. So we should just
okay.
You say your piece, and then Daniel will say his, and then we're good.
When I see Onision do this shit, it's from a place of weakness, and I feel bad for him. You know, I think
at least you admit that. I mean,
in his head, he deals with a lot of shit, and I think he puts his own pressures on himself. And then he bounces back to them in a way that is probably not healthy. And he said that on this show, on this couch, in this room. He said he's probably not the healthiest way to deal with shit. And it sucks, but it's who he is. And
do you think that's capable of change, though? Genuine?
I hope so. I think he's changed since I've known him in a lot of ways. But, you know, old habits die hard. And he falls right back into the same cycle of drama. But I think he's a better person in a lot of ways than he was back then, like the way he responded to Sear and everything. I don't know.
So what do you think of him calling me a rapist then, or a violator of women?
Oh God, your eyebrows just like hit your hairline when you said that.
Yeah, because this is what sucks. Honestly, Repzion, this is what sucks.
Oh, dude,
this is what sucks.
We're doing.
Yeah, this is what sucks. So Greg and I were out to dinner, and he was this is so bad. He was like, why do you think Repzion's with a girl that's so anti-Semitic? And I was like, I met her. She lived in Israel for a while. She has very strong opinions about Israel. And I think.
Do you think he gives a shit about anyone being anti-Semitic? Honestly,
I don't know. I was like, I think
you don't think that's like a probing question right there?
Well, I said she's a very pretty girl, and I think that Repzion probably, looks away from all that shit she said because of how beautiful she is. And then I said, and this is the motherfucking tea. This is the fucked up part that I didn't want to ever have to talk about.
Oh my God.
Then I said,
well, you're talking about it.
I know. I met up with a girl who was a photographer that she messaged me on Facebook.
I know who you're talking about, actually.
Yeah, I know you know, because I said maybe Repzion's not that
he's not a sweet boy.
I said maybe he doesn't get a lot of hot girls and he's willing to look the other way. Because I know this one girl who I met up with, and she said she's talked about a YouTuber. She wouldn't name him, and she said that he took advantage of her on a date off Tinder. And then I said to Greg, I was like, because I was trying to explain why you might put up with a girl who is a little anti-Semitic. And then I said, and she said that he pushed himself on her, and she wouldn't say who it was. And then your name came up a little later. And she lit up like, you can't tell anybody that it was him. And I'm like, and I didn't want to ever tell this story.
The reason why I asked this is because I already knew this. I knew this because when it was brought up, I thought to myself, I bet it was that person on Tinder. Yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Know what?
And so it makes me really upset is because I know this person and I cut this person out of my life primarily because they are very, very, they wanted shout outs on my YouTube channel. They wanted to be in my YouTube videos. And I cut contact with that person really fast. And they took that really, really personally.
I remember some of your older videos, Daniel. Did you have a girlfriend in high school or something that accused you of rape or something?
Yes, I did. Well, not rape, but harassment. It was like an anti-stalking thing that tried to get put on to me.
Okay.
But she was blocked by everything. And she tried contacting me, so
I told Greg that story because I was like, maybe Repzion puts up with her actions because she's so fucking hot. And I was like, I know he dated this girl and said this stuff about this girl, and she's
I never dated her though. That's the thing.
I never dated Tinder, right? You met her off Tinder.
Yep.
It was yeah.
Yep.
So I guess I used dating wrong, but I was like,
do I know this person?
No.
Okay.
And honestly, I hate bringing it up because it's like, after I said it, I was like, you know what, this it's her word against anything. We shouldn't even talk about this. And Greg was like, you can't just tell me this shit.
Everyone wants this. Everyone wants this to, like, all the people in the chat that matters really want this to end. So,
so we'll just admit right now that Repzion's wrong. Greg is the greatest. What? Greg's the greatest person ever. Billy wins. We'll move on.
Okay. G-man it.
No, but that's just the motherfucking tea. And
it's so interesting. I knew it. I knew that's where that came from.
Yeah, I figured you would know.
I have a lot of friends that are big pieces of shit. My friends. I've had their friends for years, and it's okay.
I have a very low threshold for people who like bullshit me, but like I can put up with a lot. I can put up a lot if the person's toe to toe, eye to eye with me.
Can Justin tell Dusty the Cockatiel that he's a beautiful Wang?
Dusty the Cockatiel?
Yes.
That he's a beautiful Wang?
Yeah.
You
Dusty,
are Dusty the Cockatiel.
Yeah, Dusty is an actual cockatiel, but his owner sends me videos of him farting on people in public. So
First fart?
The owner of Dusty the Cockatiel, he sends me videos of him like farting, like at Cracker Barrel with his mom. There was one like with that, and there was one where he was on an airplane. He showed me the random dude next to him, and then he farted like really loud. I'm like, what the fuck? He's the worst person to be next to on an airplane. And then he sent me a video of him on The View. He was on The View before. That blew my mind. After all these fart videos.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, like he was in the audience.
Was it The View or was that the?
He was like there, like just talking to this bird. That
I thought it was a new.
He's in the audience. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
It was like, damn, like maybe I should start watching The View if that's the kind of concept.
Yeah,
Barbara Walters shitting a brick on a fucking bird.
She's been going for a while though. Now it'd be Whoopi.
Whoopi Goldberg.
I like Whoopi though. She's probably like
I
the
do
only.
like Whoopi, yeah.
I've liked a lot of Whoopi's work, but I'm also like a huge Star Trek fan.
I just want Whoopi Goldberg to do a fart.
I wanted to tell Wangy that I believe in the two Ultimate Warriors.
No. Really? I'm not getting into this. I'm moving on. I'm taking control back of this motherfucker.
Can we do a private show that's just celebrities farting for 3 hours?
Yes. Believing the two Ultimate Warriors is trash. I'm not even going to argue that. That is ridiculous.
There were two Ultimate Warriors.
There was a magazine. I remember seeing it at CBS on one of those fucking magazine shelves, and it had Warriors on the fucking, and I couldn't find it.
It's not the same. It was always Jim Hellwig. Always. By the way, G-Time Johnny told me to feed my little bird dirt.
Yeah, we talked about that while you were feeding. Yeah, the hippie guy.
Yeah. G-Time Johnny tweeted at me today and told me I'm doing a good job of taking care of my bird, but I should feed it dirt.
That sounds like fucking alternative medicine and fucking jelly juice for birds. You're gonna fucking kill
They told me to feed a little bird that's probably like, I don't know, 5-6 days old, dirt. It's like the size of a ping pong ball. It's that small.
I want to read chat really quick. Brittany Daisy says, to the third man down with the long hair, you are beautiful, and I wish I could look half as pretty as you.
Wow.
That's you, Wang. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm envious of Wang's mustache because I can grow no mustache.
Oh, what about that guy at VidCon who was
like the low resolution of this camera that I'm using right now? It makes it look like it's in way better shape than it is.
I can't grow a mustache at all. I'm 38. I can't grow a mustache.
There was a gentleman at VidCon mustache flexing on Wayne. Mustache flexing.
But then I look all.
Oh, I remember he had like a whole beard, and then he had the big ass mustache like growing into the beard.
Yeah.
You see, when I started growing that shit, like what that dude had going on was what my goal was. But then like the actual beard part just like grows in shitty. So I'm just like, all right, I guess I got a fucking mustache and a chin strap genetically. So
are you
that's what's going on here.
Tommy from the Bronx?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. You're the bottom there.
What do you mean?
In most, I would say you're the top, but there, you're the bottom.
Tommy and I we're mutuals.
Oh, no, you're not.
What? we fuck via Christian side hug.
Nope.
Yes.
That's not how it goes.
Christian side hug.
Nope.
Give me that Christian side hug.
Yeah. All right, so check this guy out.
But let's take it back to hashtag Dear America. I want to know what you know about this. Let's take it back to the flag burning conversation. This was a couple weeks ago.
What's this like grand fucking politics and cars guy?
It's It's Dear America, and they're about to talk about flag burning. Now, I want to bring up that he's wearing a shirt that says "Big Government Sucks" on it, but he's going to talk about how you should get criminally charged for burning the flag.
Oh, God.
So, how is that not big government? Like, what?
Yeah, that's like literally like the definition of fucking government getting in your shit that it doesn't need to get into.
Right.
People were like, oh, Graham Allen, you're such a...
No, but that's what liberals want. We like the flag because we like America.
You're such a dictator. You think people should go to jail for burning flags? I was like, that's not what I said. I said, I don't necessarily disagree that it should be illegal to burn the flag. Okay, now go with me on this. Hashtag Dear America. Let me know what you think, because I know there's going to be people that disagree with me on this. No, I don't think you should go to jail for burning a flag. I think you should. I think there should be a fine. I think it should be illegal.
Fine. So that he's meeting you halfway. You know, you don't got to go to jail, but you got to pay out the ass for it.
To do it and get caught.
Yeah.
We do have things that are illegal in this country.
That's very observant of you. There are illegal things in this
country. Can't smoke weed out in...
like this argument, it's like the right wing version of being a social justice warrior. It's like flag justice and shit like that.
Yeah. Public. And so, you know what I mean? That's illegal. You get tickets for that. You go to jail for the night and then you get out and you got to pay a fine.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
So, okay, there's a stupid law. That doesn't mean you need to create another stupid law. Yeah, it's stupid you go to weed, you know, like you go to jail for weed, right? So, you know,
well, smoking weed is my act of protest. Well, you can't do that. You see what I mean? So people are like, well, it's my freedom. It's my right to be able to burn that flag. Why?
Because big government sucks.
I can argue protecting weed.
Jesus Christ.
I could argue making weed a crime because it is a mind-altering drug, right? Like it's a stupid reason to make it a crime.
Yes.
But it can fuck somebody
burning the flag
up
is a totally victimless crime. It's a piece of fabric.
Burning anything, I guess, could potentially bring danger, like a start a forest fire.
If you burn it inside.
Yeah. Go to jail if you burn a flag in a fucking forest, right? If you start a forest fire burning a flag, go to fucking jail.
What if I fucked the American flag? Like I fucked it.
I think that's the most beautiful thing about America, right? Is that you can fuck anything you fucking want as long as it consents.
Right, well,
see, someone in the chat brought up a good point. Bodacious T. Guy is dumb, never know when you need kindling. Like, what? So the people who are against flag burning, what would they want? Say you're like, it's like a blizzard and you're trapped out in the fucking woods in the snow, and all you have is a flag and a torch. And burning that flag will keep you alive, protect you from hypothermia. Then, what happens if you burn the flag? In that highly specific situation.
Well, you're not supposed to eat humans either, but if you're stuck out there and you eat a human, then they'll fucking name a pass after you, the Donner Pass, the Donner Party, you know? Like,
did they get in trouble for that? No.
I mean, I don't know. Those fucking... the Brazilian soccer team that ate each other got a movie made after them. Like they're in dire straits.
Brazil. That's like they have like different. That's a different world out there. Although we'd have to consult Izzy Nobre about the ins and out of cannibalism in Brazil.
Yeah, we need to get Izzy.
I don't know.
on the
I
phone.
don't know too specific.
Yeah, I do like Brazilian
cannibalism?
barbecue though.
Where is it legal to cannibalize somebody currently?
Is Germany?
No, actually, there's a video I'm working on about there were some people. There was like a cannibalism fetish forum, and I believe it was someone in Germany who, like, a lot of these people were bullshitting, but then there were two like legit people who were like sexually turned on by cannibalism, and they met up, and one guy got eaten and killed, and the guy that ate the guy, I believe he's in jail still.
Yeah.
So Germany, no cannibalism.
Okay, that's
Wait,
must
you
be
meant
why.
And ate his own penis.
The guy ate his own
Give a dick.
penis.
Oh, I remember that. I forgot.
It's like part of an art show or something that he cut off his penis and then cooked it and then ate it.
Yeah. I was on the billionaire that I worked for that owned the TV station. Live on TV, this guy cut off his nipples, fried them on a pan, and ate them. And I don't think he ever got charged, but that might have just went under the radar. I don't know. There's clips of it in the damn movie that the billionaire made. It's on Amazon Prime, so I don't know. This could be like some fucking.
I'm touching my nipples right now, thinking, would I eat these?
Oh, the guy made it to Tosh.0 for cutting his nipples off and fucking eating them. So,
I mean, he got more use out of his nipples than any of us.
No, I get a lot of use out of my nipples.
Right. Yeah? What do you do with your nipples?
There's stimulation and stuff. Get a little hard flick going.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people like
You're a nipple guy. All right.
A lot of people like tickle the nipple, lickle the nipple, supple little pucker. I got supple tits. Violet stool butter nose. If you never had a girl suck your titties, then I don't know. Like,
no, now that I think about it, I have had that happen. It's like, it doesn't usually happen, but when it does happen, you're like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Not what I was expecting, but it's not bad either.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world, and I think that we have to remember.
The funny
that.
thing is, like, now because we had this conversation, like, anyone in the chat that's like a girl is gonna like suck a tit the next time they fuck.
Oh, they have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to. And
absolutely,
I'm not even,
they're gonna have
mad
to.
at that. But let me see if I can get. Yeah.
The guy who cut off his penis and actually ate it. Did he cut? Is there video footage of this? You know,
of him cutting off his penis.
I mean, that's like the
it?
biggest waste of cutting off your dick if there's no video footage of it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. It's got to be somewhere. It's just hard to find.
I'm googling cutting off penis and eating it. Fuck. This is somebody else cut off the guy's penis and ate it. Armin Muse, German former computer repair.
I'm working on the video on.
Okay, yeah.
Armin Muse.
If you were to cut off a man's penis and eat it whole, no, man, yeah. I can't. We can't get too deep into this. Let's just burn a fucking flag, right? What
I love is like this conversation went so in another direction that Ben was not here for it all, and now he's just jumping into our cutting off dicks and eating it conversation.
Yeah,
Gotta feed the
That's fine.
This is America.
Ain't that America?
Why? Why is that? Why is that? That is a representation of of America. Of our country.
I think it's.
What if we made it to where no? If you burn the flag in public, people see you do it. It's on to evidence. You are caught. Then you got to pay $1,000 fine. Every flag you burn, it's going to cost you $1,000. Let's see how many flags get burned at that point. What I'm saying is, it's illegal to do
would
a
have
lot of
Kickstarters.
things.
Okay, look.
To burn flags. There would be Kickstarters all the time.
It was illegal to burn flags at one point.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a time where if you wore like a shirt that had an American flag print on it, that was considered defacing the flag, and people had gotten arrested for that kind of thing before. So
yeah,
people used to be real
I think there's people who still like consider that disrespectful.
Yeah, I think if you titty fucked a girl wearing an American flag bikini, you could go to jail at one point, you know?
Yeah, probably.
Pretty sure, especially if you didn't have consent.
Yeah. Probably the most famous picture of what was it? Yeah. bikini is attractive. It's good looking, right? You know what I'm saying? It's nice. Show off the curvature of what are the ass, you know?
The curvature
very
of
nice.
her curvature. So this is Kyle from Non Sequitur, right? The guy we're watching
on steroids with tattoos.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
And didn't steal a show from someone who owned it.
You paused this on like the only BuzzFeed-esque dear white people face, where he's like, excuse me, but like he's talking about burning flags instead of like condescending to people.
$1 versus $1,000 burrito.
Let's play this. This
As
is
if.
Court orders Eric Brandt to reapply for the
I'd like
Denver
to know if you're
Public
providing
Defender.
the complete application for the public defender.
This guy's filming this thinking he's in the right, by the way.
The people here?
Is this sovereign citizen?
Oh, it's right here?
It's something like that.
I see that this is JDF 208. Correct. Is that correct? And it says here page 1 of 2.
It's actually just one page.
Oh, are you suggesting that the Supreme Court of the state of Colorado has got an error on their form? Or are you suggesting that you didn't provide the second page?
The second page just has this in the back of it.
Well, no, it doesn't have that on the back of it. You produced that page. Can I have a copy of that page?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's going to the copier.
I'll require you to provide me with page 2. The actual. Oh, it is?
The back portion is the second page.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's take a look at that.
I think you dropped the file.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. What the fuck?
Is that in the video this guy uploaded?
Yes.
It's in the original, alright.
Because we're not doing that right now, are we?
No.
This isn't your soundboard?
Look.
Okay.
I have the G-Man soundboard.
Yeah, because this woman's not a pig.
Shit.
She's a public employee. Can we just play G-Man getting clapped over this so it doesn't make her look a pig? Okay, cool. I feel much better about this. We're gonna need more G-Man. Okay. Yeah, this is much better. I don't feel so bad for this woman now who's just trying to do her job while G-Man bangs the fuck out of his own butt.
You said or 5C?
5C, I think.
He just went back up there.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, she's not a pig. She's a hottie.
She's a hottie.
Chubby little redhead. Yeah.
Everyone, as I said at the beginning of the show, everyone should tweet at Jim Cornette on Twitter. Tell him the Young Bucks are better than the Midnight Express.
Wow.
Type that. Even if you don't know what that means, type that to him and send it.
Twitter.
Yeah,
So
Jim
rude.
Cornette on Twitter. See how
Do you
long
think
before you
that's
get blocked?
unironically true? Because the Young Bucks are really good. I really like the
Probably
Young
not.
Bucks.
I don't think so personally, but I'm more of an old school wrestling fan. I just want to fuck with
Because the
Jim
Midnight
Cornette.
Express is really good too. Well, like, it's like two different planets of wrestling.
With page 2 of JDF 208, which is interesting because it's actually not page 2 of JDF.
Have you ever seen the video of Jim Cornette at White Castle? Or no, it wasn't White Castle. It was like Wendy or something like that.
No, Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen. Yeah.
Dairy Queen.
It was like, you
That's the
ugly cunt or whatever. He like calls the lady.
208.
Yeah, that's great.
And I'm not going to complete this application until you actually give me page 2 of JDF 208.
You did, actually. Oh, okay.
3 or 3 cop blocks calling me.
She's a brick
Okay, so I see.
house.
I'll stipulate.
Mighty,
even though the bottom is
mighty.
cut off that this is
Letting
page
it all
1.
hang out.
But I'm looking at this, and this says application for the municipal public defender.
I like how he just picks everything apart. Like,
I will what this actually says.
It has no authenticating document space on the bottom, and it has this court's address. I would just like to know when the Supreme Court gave this to you.
This the revised version, actually, I'm not really sure, but we got the new guidelines just this past February.
I like how she's actually taking him seriously and answering his questions. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. By now, I would just be like, get the fuck out of here. You're annoying me.
That's what she's clearly thinking. She just wants to keep her job.
Right.
Uh-huh.
She probably deals with people like this on a fairly regular basis.
So that was 3 months ago. I expect you to be up to date. Why don't you give me the actual page?
That is the page.
It is. What's your name? Katie.
Is he eating fucking
So this
corn
is the
nuts while he's
actual page
berating
2,
her?
Produced by the Colorado Supreme Court. published in February under JDF.
This fucking guy's making pig
under
sounds
Chief
about her.
Justice
He's
Directive
sucking down
0404.
corn. That's why he's trying to lawyer through a fucking
I think you need a
glass
supervisor.
window.
Oh, now he's doing the supervisor.
You're to have answers to that. This is your job. This is your only job. So,
oh my
no,
god.
when you're at this window,
Like,
this is your job. I expect you to have these answers. I can't complete this application until you provide me the full application. No, it's because the Supreme Court ordered you to do this job. You've been ordered to do this. And I expect you to provide everybody with both pages, and this is absolutely not page 2 of this document.
That is page 2 of the
It is.
What we have up, we can get.
I think you better get a supervisor.
All right, give me a call.
Is he still horking and snorking on those fucking corn nuts, dude? Maybe he didn't make pig sounds to her. That was him actually making pig sounds eating out of a trough.
Maybe.
Christ.
They just won't fucking do it. They will not fucking do it. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you people. They railroad everybody. This is absolutely not page 2.
And they railroad everybody.
Everybody was a dumbass, right? Yep, that's it. That's the one. Like it or not, take it if you want it.
Stupid is as stupid does, and after 4 years of this shit, I think we know who stupid is.
Ooh.
No. I'm not going to dodge this battle die. You people are going to comply, period. You will comply.
I will not let you insult me like that.
I will insult you like that.
No.
Listen here, Fuckleberry.
Whoa!
No, excuse me.
He hit her with the Fuckleberry.
Like being added to my lexicon right now. You
Yeah.
will comply and Fuckleberry.
Listen here, Fuckleberry.
What?
Fuckleberry. That's like I have like a folder that I started making of like boomer words, and that's getting added to it.
Isn't that a breakfast cereal?
Fuckleberry Crunch.
Yeah.
If somebody called me Fuckleberry,
I'd be like, hell yeah.
No, I would probably misgender them surgically. I would remove their genitals. I would fuck them up. You call me Fuckleberry, say goodbye to
Look, she's
whatever
about to
crotch
cry.
you have.
You wouldn't cry if you did your fucking job.
Just do your
job. Just do your job. Give me page 2 of JDF 208.
Is she really crying?
I don't see her crying.
Okay.
It doesn't matter though. They are being cunts to her.
Well, I'm saying, like, if this guy's berating her, bringing her to tears, like, I'm gonna have to Fuckleberry his fucking Fuckleberry hound. I'm gonna fuck this guy up. This is put the fucking candy down,
page 2.
Diabetic.
I'm giving you my manager's number.
God, leave this poor fucking lady alone.
Yeah. This is
I'm giving you the
harassment.
manager's number.
Is it Alice Norman?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I sued that bitch over this issue.
Okay, we'll get the fuck
I gotta
out of
know
here.
what the fuck this guy's eating.
All right, fucking facial expression.
I gotta know what this pig is munching on.
Do you remember
It's making me hungry.
Do you remember like 5 minutes ago when I said I would be like, get the fuck out of here? Now she should just be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You can
At this
tell she's in that headspace right now where she's like, is this job worth it?
Right.
That's like
the rotten apples don't fall far from the stump, do they?
What the fuck is he eating? This pig. This fucking pig.
I think you're
should be ashamed
you're
of
right
yourself.
about the corn nuts.
Because
The way
it's a
they crunch-
26-page procedure and you should fucking read it. That's why.
Because you lied.
You should know it.
Really?
Really?
Do you know my job description?
Yeah, it's called Chief Justice Directive 0404.
Can I here do my job?
I would probably do it much better.
Get out.
Get out.
Now. The sheriffs are on their way. Get out.
I have to get out because you won't.
Yeah.
Your
Call the
job?
fucking sheriffs.
You are harassing me.
No, he's not. He's actually.
Oh no, he's not. I'm random guy sitting in a chair. I know what's going
Is he
on.
random or they come in here together?
Yeah,
'Cause
they went in there. Yeah.
He's
It's not random guy, it's tandem guy.
Wait.
You're a fucking snowflake.
Yeah, he's
That
got.
guy's face.
Oh,
though,
God.
Who is that? Is that his like manager that's been like cheering him on, or is that some other guy?
I don't know who that guy was. That was weird. But
Did
he's
he
like,
turn the camera on himself?
You're a snowflake.
I
I
don't
thought
know
he
what
turned the
that
camera
was.
on himself.
Is that what that was? Is that
Yeah,
what he looks like?
I think that's him.
What a loser.
I think he handled the camera towards his face to give a little reaction.
Hold on.
Give me page 2.
I'm giving you my manager's number.
God, his fucking eating is the most disturbing thing about this to
I'm giving
me.
you the manager's number.
Is it
Him being
Alice
rude to
Norman?
her is
Yeah, I sued
unforgivable,
that
but
bitch
the
over
eating
this
is.
issue.
He should go to hell and suffer for the rest of his
The
life.
rotten apples don't fall far from the stump, do they?
You can't fall far from a stump. Stump is short.
Yeah, how many apples are on a fucking stump?
None.
Well, fuck this guy.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Why?
Fuck this guy
Because
at every
it's a
hole.
26-page procedure and you should fucking read it. That's why.
Because you lied.
You should know it.
Because you lied.
Really?
Do you know my job description?
Yeah, it's called Chief Justice Directive 0404.
Am I here to do my job?
I would probably do it much better.
Get out.
Get out.
Now. The sheriffs are on their way. Get out.
I have to get out because you won't do your job?
You are harassing me.
No, he's not. He's
Yes, he
asking.
is.
He's
I'm
asking.
sorry.
No, he's not.
Oh yeah, that's him. That's what this dude looks like.
This fucking guy. He wears adult diapers.
Jesus Christ.
This guy has the fucking 5-second rule for eating boogers. He'll pick them off the ground after 5 seconds and munch them. Sick fuck.
Doing this or harassing me.
He's calling the system.
You're a fucking
names.
snowflake.
Yeah, he's calling the system names. Okay, and you
Poor
absolutely
woman.
lied
If
to
I was
him
in
and
there,
told him that that's the
if I
second
was in there,
best one.
this videotape would become court evidence real quick. I would not let him talk to this woman like this.
If you did not know that that's not the same
Get
thing,
back here.
I'm clear on that. Because you don't lie and say that's what we got. You
It's what
take it.
we have. That's it.
No, it's not.
But
It is a 26-page procedure.
Then bring in
Yeah,
your
this
own
is,
copy and fill it out.
You're responsible for giving the public the procedure. You're the one in charge of predicting it.
Gosh, how do you
I mean, what?
Your responsibility.
Is it really?
It's not his responsibility. It's not his responsibility. It sure as fuck isn't my responsibility. It's yours.
Yeah.
You're responsible for knowing this procedure because you've been entrusted with it.
Middle-aged
I don't
man.
even know what they're talking about, though.
Middle-aged
What is
man.
this?
Young, that's what I was trying to think of.
Throwing temper
yeah.
tantrums.
Yeah.
Neil Young. Middle-aged
Yeah, it
man
was
throwing
Billy Green that said
temper
that.
tantrums. This is MGTOW Woken. Men going their own way while eating.
You know what you're
corn
doing
nuts.
right now?
What?
That's a throwback to when we were all on and we had Brad on and we all did the.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was the episode that I was on. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. Yeah. We were all here.
Somebody has to.
But Brad was
Photoshop-
here too.
Somebody has to Photoshop Teddy Rubskin's arms up behind his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So learn it.
We're made to oblige, and we're made to comply with the
What the
law.
fuck is wrong with you? You learn your job or I won't stop telling you about it. 26 pages. Go read it.
What are they talking about?
Happy fuck the cops day.
Can't read 26 pages.
She is absolutely giving you the wrong procedure.
And now she's a snowflake and doesn't like to be told that she fucking sucks at her job.
Okay, this is called is meltdown at the public defender's office. Still giving falsified application forms.
Calls the murderous cops.
Thanks for all the candy.
I mean, it's fucking stupid, man. When does it stop?
Liberty Freak TV. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I'll
that's
pass.
his channel, Liberty Freak
Liberty
TV.
Freak TV.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I'm about to subscribe right the fuck
He's
now.
a liberty freak.
You know what? You know they're a boomer when they call their channel TV. It's like
Yeah.
what? Who the like TV?
That's so funny.
Right? Isn't that true
so
though?
funny.
Or radio.
Channel, they have
Or
like
what if you
12
call
numbers
it?
on their Twitter name?
What if you call it TV radio? Like
Oh my God.
Gourd TV radio.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm looking at this channel right now. I'm gonna get a lot of watching out of this.
This is a Drunken Peasants TV radio situation.
Most of his videos are like an hour or better.
And how many views do they have?
Like fucking 1,000.
1,000. That's even more than I expected.
They're probably all.
Yeah, I figured it would be like 100 something.
Yeah.
He has a lot of cross fans with Wild Bill of America.
Oh shit, you're right. There's a market out there for that.
Yeah, there's a lot of disenfranchised old men wearing their adult diapers, sucking down corn nuts, and being angry at women. So they share each other's channels. They subscribe.
They have a couple
subscriptions.
videos that have a lot of views, like 81,000.
Yeah, it was probably clickbait bullshit.
I don't know.
Anybody who tries to like explain that boomers are actually Gen X is falling into the boomer meme. Like you don't have to like when someone calls someone a boomer, you don't have to actually be a boomer, right? Like that's
there's like a literal boomer and then there's like a cultural boomer.
Yeah.
Well, there's like
when we say
the
boomer,
actual.
we're talking about the cultural boomer.
Because you can go to like a university and take a class on like generational history, and they'll break up the actual generations as they're defined.
When we use the
subjectively.
term boomer, we're not talking about
Yeah, I think that's dumb. I think it's dumbing down language in many ways because we like oversimplify things.
Language.
Not anyone who's over the age of 30 is a boomer. Actually, most people over the age of 60 would be a boomer.
You could be in your 20s and have boomer tendencies. That's what the boomer tag is for.
You have them all. You are a boomer.
Yeah, but I look young.
And actually, I saw that you lied about your height today too.
Bullshit.
No, you did.
No, I didn't.
No.
IMDb
you inch up
IMDb
all the
fucked me.
fucking time.
I said 6'3".
Nah, you're
Yeah.
not 6'3".
You lie about your height.
5'9".
You're not 5'9".
Yes, I am.
You're like 5'4".
You fucking
When Onision saw you, said you look like Lord of the Rings. He was talking about the dwarf.
All right. If I'm 5'4", let's stand next to each other then.
I don't want to make you look small.
If I'm 5'4", then that would mean they're right about you on IMDb.
See, my nipples are above
Hold on.
camera level.
Camera level? What does that even mean?
I'm touching my nipples. All right?
Okay. I don't have the... You know what?
You
I don't have the
good
camera. Yeah, I have it here in the corner.
Where
Fuck
in the
it.
corner?
Never mind. We'll do it another time.
You see, you weren't there, Ben, to like egg on the VidCon height investigations, so now you gotta settle it.
I am like 3 inches taller than Chris Ray Gunn, I would say.
And Chris Ray Gunn's
See,
5'1".
here's the thing, like I really like muddied the waters because I took a picture with Gamer from Mars, who's a fucking giant.
Yeah.
Like I was shocked at how tall that motherfucker is. I thought he was gonna be like a short, like chubby dude, and then Gamer from Mars in real life is a tall jack dude. But then I took that picture and then I took one with Chris Ray Gunn, who I'm taller than. So like now everyone's like doing their like fucking little calculations to figure out how tall I actually am.
I've heard so many people ask Billy how tall he is, and he said 6'2" so many times. And now on Twitter today, when people asked him, all of a sudden, I'm 6'3".
6'3"-ish. Here's the thing. I say 6'2" now
Which makes it sound like it... Dude,
because I've shrunk.
You have this weird...
I've shrunk an inch because of my compacted spine. If I stretch, I'll probably get back to 6'3".
God.
I mean, look, and here's the thing. IMDb said I was 5'8", so whatever happened there fucked my shit
John
up.
Cena might have lost, but he really won because the other people cheated. He's always the underdog.
Yeah, my IMDb page says I'm 5'8". That's why I was pissed. Because I'm obviously not 5 foot fucking
But why
8.
do you care?
Because being tall is my favorite thing.
I can tell.
I love it.
He's very insecure about it.
Sometimes
He's
not insecure.
He's not even tall. I
I'm
wouldn't even call him
proud.
tall.
Oh, I'm so tall.
No, you're definitely not so tall.
I'm so tall.
Nah,
I have to
not
say,
tall.
Billy, Billy, I sympathize. I am a grower, not a shower.
Thank you.
As well, you know.
You know what it is? When you meet a person, you size up their defining physical qualities, and one of those for Billy would be tallness. I think.
I've just known so many people so much more taller than him. I'd put him at like slightly above average.
I'm the second tallest person ever to fucking sit in this chair.
Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go find some like UW basketball player to come like sit in the chair.
That'd be fucking cheating.
You know, there's a new guy in NXT that's like 7'2".
7'3".
Oh, is he 7'3"?
Yeah,
man.
I used to be a basketball player. He's got a bit of a doughy
Jim
belly.
Cornette gushing over him on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
He said I could make millions of dollars with that guy.
Nice.
Yeah. Giant dude.
Look, I just want the world to know
you're not
that
tall.
I'm fucking tall.
No, you're not.
And if I'm 6'2" one day, it's because my spine was compacted due to years of obesity.
So it wasn't my fault.
I mean, obviously it was my fault. I ate myself into an early fucking grave. But I'm climbing out of that grave. And in a year or two, maybe I'll be back to 6'4" like my high school days. When I was a fucking tank. I was a tank. Yeah.
Meh.
I wish I had played high school football so I could brag about having 4 touchdowns in one game. Because I know if I played high school football,
To get a touchdown, you have to run fast.
Yeah. But if I played, I would have got 4 touchdowns in one game. And you don't have to run fast, right? Like, you can have the ball thrown to you, right?
Once you have it.
Yeah.
When it's thrown to you and you catch it.
But I could just be in the end zone already, right? 4 times.
They would just cover you.
think?
You have to run around and juke their coverage.
Okay, maybe it's better I didn't play high school football.
Yeah, it's really better.
But I am
for
tall.
the team that you didn't play.
I am
for.
tall. I do have to agree with that I am tall.
No. 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 No.
The Rock was one of the biggest
Wait, was that a John
greatest
Cena shirt?
in the history
Yes.
of professional wrestling. Vince McMahon was the one who made him famous. The WWE was the company where he made his fame. And yet, in the early 2000s, after he was done with WWE, after he wanted to retire, he went off to Hollywood, and he became a huge success in Hollywood. And I'm not saying he didn't work hard. I'm not saying he didn't rise to the ranks. But it was WWE that gave him that chance in the first place, where he made his name in the first place. And then he treats Vince McMahon like a bunch of caca, like a bunch of shit on his shoe. That's how he treated WWE for many years. And then when he got called out on it,
I like how he films from the best possible angle, too.
Like caca, like shit on his show.
when he got called out on it.
He made this video spurging out when Bret Hart showed up at the AEW pay-per-view. Yeah.
By John fucking Cena. He came back to WWE and pretended like he can, but he never can. He only wrestled once in a while, here and there, maybe at a WrestleMania, at a Royal Rumble every once in a while, but he never cared about the WWE. He only cared about his career in Hollywood. That's why he never had that match with Brock Lesnar. Remember how...
This guy also made a video about how he's autistic and he hates anime, and it bothers him that so many autistic people like anime.
He was supposed to have a match with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. I think it was WrestleMania 29. I think it was supposed to be, or 30 or whatever it was. But that never happened. That never happened because The Rock cared more about Hollywood than he did about wrestling. That was the fact. But now, I gotta say this. As much as I love John Cena, the greatest of all time, he might have become the same way.
Oh, God, it hurts to hear someone say that.
All he does now is spend all his time in Hollywood. That's all he does. He'll make it a special appearance at a reunion show or something along those lines. But he doesn't.
This is why John Cena's bad for wrestling.
Why?
Because he's going to set a standard to where the goal to be a wrestler is not to be the best wrestler, but to get into Hollywood.
He
eventually.
wrestled for fucking, like, what, 15 years? The Rock
if you
was
call
in,
that wrestling.
The Rock was in WWE for like 6 years and then left for Hollywood in his prime when he could have helped the company. That's why people argued against Rock.
I wasn't really a big Rock
who the
fan
fuck cares?
either.
Who the fuck cares either way? It's entertainment. If you go, like, when I was young, I wanted to be in pro wrestling, right? I wanted to be a pro wrestler. I went and I trained. I did everything I did because I wanted to be a pro wrestler.
Sure.
I had a video production class that I was in, and my teacher, I got like student of the month or some dumb shit in it. And my teacher was like, Billy says he wants to be a wrestler. I think that's a terrible waste of his talent. He could be so much more. And I was like, fuck you, I want to be a wrestler. But honestly, it's a fucking carny show. It's a fucking sideshow with people who have issues. They can't really fight, so they fake fight. Pussies.
Tommy from the Bronx just said Rock was in the WWE for 15 years.
15 years?
Yeah.
He debuted in 95, and it was 2003 that Rundown came out. So I guess 8 years there.
I mean,
Is he talking actively or like with like sporadic appearances and shit included?
Well, yeah, he came back a couple times, but he left for Hollywood in 2003 with Rundown, right? That was the initial. Well, he actually left.
I mean, he did
earlier.
like Scorpion King and stuff
Scorpion
like
King
that.
before that, but he was still wrestling during it. But Rundown,
Yeah,
was
he was still
went
active during
away.
Scorpion King.
Appear too often. It's very rare.
I think that was his first starring.
Get to see John Cena. Has John Cena gone Hollywood? Is he done with the WWE? Is he done with Vince McMahon? Is he done with his fans who supported him for almost 20 fucking years?
You know what I would love though is if John Cena went to AEW and turned heel. I'd cheer for him like every.
Would you cheer for him?
So sick.
Yes, dude. And you know they have the money to do it. You know they do.
Yeah.
You think John Cena would do? But they might have the money to buy a wrestler of John Cena's
What if
status?
it was like? What if it was the kind of money they make going to Saudi Arabia kind of money?
Cena turned down Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have to go to Saudi Arabia. He can wrestle in America and get paid.
See, John Cena strikes me as the kind of guy who would do something like that, not for the money, but because he felt like doing it.
I don't think he feels like doing it though. I don't know.
I think he's got loyalty, right? Loyalty's in his name.
He's the kind of guy who might get a rise out of something like that. So, like, that would be the circumstance in which it could happen.
It'd be pretty fucking cool if he did, though. Like,
John Cena's hosting Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
On Nickelodeon, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Years.
ridiculous.
It's been 18, 17, 18 years. Has he done with us? Has he brought us right in the toilet? Has he wiped his
This is the
ass?
typical John
with us?
Cena
I don't want to
fan
believe that's
right
true.
here.
I want to believe John Cena.
Well, the typical John Cena fan over like 12 years old. This is what they're like.
We'll make one last full-time run and become a world champion one last time before he finally retires in a farewell ceremony.
No.
That's how it should be. He shouldn't just leave us one day without any warning. He should.
You know what they should do? John Cena's on the verge of breaking Ric Flair's record when all of a sudden shots ring out from the rafters of the arena and John Cena's head just gets blown off. That'd be a great way to like what?
That's morbid.
That's great.
It's morbid.
I want to see John Cena go heel.
That's what I wanted.
see-
That's I want to see a heel run in AEW though. Wouldn't that be great?
I actually would love to see him go crazy, like Hardy, right?
Yeah.
Broken John Cena.
Broken John Cena, exactly.
Let's see.
Have one final run as a world champion, and then when he loses that title fair and square, he should retire in a fitting ceremony fit for the greatest of all time, and then he can go to Hollywood. But before that, please don't betray us. Please don't leave us before that. You haven't said your farewells yet. It's not time yet. It's not fucking time to leave yet, baby. John Cena rules, yeah. Fuck! Please donate some money to my
He went Obama election poster mode.
Patreon. Patreon link will be in the description box of the video. Please donate. Do not abandon me. I have had
I like how he uses an even shittier microphone. Yeah, he uses a shitty microphone
many
for his
Patreon
voiceovers.
supporters. Ditch me, leave me in the dust. Please come and please stay. Please,
come.
I rely on your support. The Sherwin Stern Channel show cannot continue without your support. Please donate. Oh, fucking yes.
I do like that.
This guy seems like a character from like a Three Stooges short or something. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I got something to tell you.
It's like, wait, what?
I wanna play. This is a video Spec is very proud of. This is Spec's best egghead parody.
I just
video.
really quick. I just got a text from somebody. I guess there's a wiki website with me on it, and it says that I'm 42 years old, 5'8" and 700 pounds. This is supreme fucking bullshit, and I'm fucking tilted right now. I'm so mad right now.
I just found a website that says you're 4'2" and 2,000 pounds.
How do I sue the internet? How do I change this? I am so mad right now. The 700-pound thing, not even mad at. Fuck it. I'd take that. I'd be like, yeah, I'm fucking 700. I lie about that shit all day. 5'8" and 42 years old?
42?
40 says I'm 42 fucking years old.
I'll buy that.
Bullshit. I got baby face. Bullshit.
That's why I guess you look young. You're actually much older. You look young.
Here's Spec's video. Egghead
So mad
video.
right now.
Yes, Commissioner. Dire news, Batman.
Wait, hold on. Is this Yoda? Is this little guy right here Yoda? Because I know this is Luke right here, but is this Yoda? That has to be Yoda.
It's an inside joke.
This is great. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, that made me squeal. That made me squeal like a little piggy. Wee!
This is Specs Trojan Magnum Opus.
Oh man.
Good job.
I'm having allergies right now.
You gonna die, Ben?
Yeah.
Don't die.
Dead.
How do we sue fucking the internet? I need this information changed. I'm very angry right now. How
I think
did
it's a class action lawsuit you can hop on, right?
How did Elizabeth Berkley
Class
get this
action
shit
lawsuit
erased?
taking the internet to court.
Good question.
Yeah, Justin, we're gonna have to look into the Elizabeth
she
Berkley
definitely
thing.
like, went through some effort to get that removed from the internet.
I need to
'Cause
say
it was
I'm
around,
6'3". I need to say I'm 6'3". All right, I don't care if I'm only 6'2". I'll be 6'3" one day. I'll do some stretches. Yeah, I'll do some stretches.
I'm gonna just start telling everyone that it's true.
What? That I'm 6'2"?
No, that you're 5'8".
I'll sue you.
Billy the Fridge is 5'8".
I'll sue you. I will sue you.
You cannot sue for that.
That's slander.
No, it's not.
It's a lie. It's egregious.
A lie isn't the same thing as slander. Slander is a lie that causes some sort of financial loss to you.
Yeah, if people don't think I'm fucking tall, that I lose money.
Well, statistically speaking, shorter men make less money. So
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
There you go.
I give him most of his money.
Please.
Maybe you would give him more if he were taller.
Yeah, don't make me.
No,
Don't
I'd
make
give him
me.
more if he was shorter.
Don't make
actually.
me sue.
If he was 5'8", maybe.
I will own everything if you don't fucking tell people I'm
5'8".
6'4".
Billy the Fridge 5'8".
6'4".
You know, I think everyone can make, without using Photoshop, we can show how tall Billy really is. I want everyone to take pictures of Billy and compare them to other people. Like, you could take a picture of Billy next to Vern Troyer or something like that, or you could take Billy next to Warwick Davis. You could take Billy next to, I don't know, who else?
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Peter Dinklage.
I'm gonna just show a picture of me and fucking Jimmy Dore and Ben and Jeff Holiday. Look how fucking tall I am. I'm a monster next to Ben.
You're not a monster.
Tiny Ben.
You're not that
I'm
much taller
fucking
than me.
monster, dude.
You're not that much
I'm
taller
a
than me.
fucking monster. I'm leaning down too. I'm like leaning down into
You're not
Jimmy
that
Dore
much
for
taller.
kisses.
It's really not
I'm
that
so
drastic.
huge. Oh my god, I'm giant. I'm a monster. I gotta find more pictures of me.
You know, Peter Dinklage is an excellent actor. Much
He's
taller.
an excellent actor.
The Avengers Infinity War, that's actual size for him. Effects to shrink him.
Here's a picture of me when I was Ben's height. I was 4 years old, 5 years old.
Who's that little girl that you're standing next to?
Where?
Oh, that's you.
You fucking cunt.
Let's see what this is.
You know, I got Timothy Hortons. They got a Tim Hortons now on Belmont.
Timothy.
And I'll be honest
Timothy Hortons.
with you. I had a
That's a formal
break and
Tim
I had it
Hortons.
at 2 o'clock when I left. And I'm going to be honest with you. If there was a Tim Hortons in Youngstown, in where I live at in Cornersburg, I would take it over Dunkin' right now.
Does this guy live in Ohio?
I don't know why. I got the coffee. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't like their lid now. Their lid fucking sucks. It's fucking terrible. Their lid is garbage. I was chewing tobacco. I didn't chew all... I quit tobacco today, right? I didn't chew all day. I quit. I craved it, but no big deal. I quit. I can quit easy. But for some reason, on the way home, I'm like, fuck it, I want to chew, man. It's like, I like it. I still enjoy it. So I bought a can. And I started spitting in it. See, Dunkin's got a nice curvature to their fucking, you drink at? Tim Hortons don't. I was spitting and it went all over the fucking place. I was so fucking pissed. But I'll tell you one thing Tim Hortons employees do. They put the lid on correctly. So Tim Hortons, I think you should start putting, I'm going to tell you the truth. Tim Hortons, you need to put a bigger one up. They have a nice one over there in Belmont, but it's the smallest one I've ever seen. You need to put a Tim Horton all around where all these, that bitch is pretty good looking too. Yeah, she wants it. But anyway, you need to put it, look at this guy swerving all the way.
All over the place. It just stick to a topic. He's just going, Aaron.
You need to put a fucking Tim Hortons, because I'm going to tell you something right now. Tim Hortons will overtake Dunkin'. And I hate saying that, because I'm a Dunkin' fan. I was going to Dunkin' when their medium coffee that I get now, which is $2, was 90 cents a fucking goddamn thing. I remember driving to Dunkin', I had a fucking Mercury Cougar one time. I had a fucking exhaust leak right inside. I fucking went to work one day. That one day I got out of the fucking...
Why does he have bungee cables up above him? I don't know.
He probably ties stuff down in his truck.
Almost all of his videos are him driving, too.
Stand up, I was
See that a lot.
exhausted. I was
Why
exhausted.
do people film while they're driving around? It seems
He probably has to go
very
to work,
distracting.
and this is his only free time
That's
to
just
fucking
the
make a
format.
video. Yeah.
That's the thing people do. That's like a whole genre of video. A guy talking in a car.
Tommy Sotomayor
I'm
did
doing
that.
like food eating at a drive-through. I get that. You go to Burger King and try their new Impossible Whopper, and you just eat it in the parking lot. You know, I get that.
Super official.
Let's watch something more interesting. Fuck this. Let's. We don't have a lot of time left anymore. It's one dude versus like 5 women.
Who wins? They're all using weapons too, because they know they don't have a chance without it. They have to fend them off. This is like when you fight a bear.
Somebody's got a lot of hoses from the pump there.
These hoes.
What's up with that? They just rip that off. Fucking
These hoes got a hose.
It's like fucking Final Fantasy Bronx Edition.
Use that in like one of the
I think he's with them.
The little twerp? Oh, okay.
The cops are coming. That's why they're leaving. And that's the end of the video. Oh, and this shit's crazy too.
I had to see if you were home before I knocked. I had to see if you were home before I knocked. Why bother to knock?
Okay, I'm home. So now what?
If you're not home,
I'm home. Now what?
come out. Could you please come out?
What? Okay, look. Don't kick my door
I want to
anymore.
show you something.
Don't.
I want to show you something. I want to show you something, buddy.
Well, be more polite.
Oh,
You're not
polite?
gonna kick on my door.
You want polite?
You will not.
You want polite? That is polite, because I don't have my fingers around your throat. Come over here. I want to show you something.
Christ.
I am being polite. This is very polite. I want to show you something. See this? See that?
Yeah.
That's a gopher hole.
Do you see it?
That's a gopher hole.
So what?
What do you think is in there?
A gopher?
Exactly.
Wow, you're so smart.
Exactly.
You're so smart.
Yeah, genius.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it?
Why should I do anything
What are
about
you
it?
going to do about the gopher hole?
Why should I do anything about it?
Because it's going to come on my side of the yard. It's going to come on my side of the yard.
Why do you have a stick, a metal stick?
Because you know what? Don't worry about what I have. What do you have? A camera all the time?
Damn.
Well, yeah, because I don't
What
trust
are
you.
gonna do about
You always
the
lie about
gopher?
me.
He was going to come on
You
my side
always
of the
lie
yard. What are
about
you going to
me.
do about that?
Okay, if your name's Sarcastic
Look at
Anthony,
those fucking glasses.
and you live next door to this woman, and she's poking around your gopher hole with a stick, that you gotta upload it, right? Like this is. Normally, I'm like, there's crazy old lady next door. You shouldn't fucking take advantage of her. But this broad, dressed to impress, she came out with a stick. She poking around the gopher hole. You gotta upload this. Sarcastic Anthony's doing nothing wrong here.
What?
What's the big deal about a gopher?
Because he destroys things. He's going to come on my side of the yard.
Why would he care about your side of the yard?
Because it's prettier than your side.
Oh, it is?
Hey, come over here. What are you going to do about it?
Why should I do anything about it? Why don't you tell the landlord about it?
If that gopher comes on my side of the yard, I'm going to call the police. You know,
She's gonna call the police if a gopher comes to her side of the yard.
Fucking arrest that gopher.
Well, officer, we got a gopher on my side of the yard.
I just picture the gopher from Caddyshack.
Behind.
The gopher from Caddyshack dancing to Kenny Loggins.
This should be like Caddyshack 7. This should just,
yeah, this right here.
This woman,
Sarcastic Anthony.
This woman's played by what? Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah. I'm sure that'll go well for you.
Yeah, it will because I'm the neighborhood watch lady.
Yeah.
I'm the neighborhood watch lady.
Yeah, watching the Gophers.
Watching the Gophers.
I'm the neighborhood watch lady.
I'm the neighborhood watch lady.
Watch in there one.
Okay, then watch the Gophers then. Watch them go on your side.
What are you going to do about it?
Nothing. I'm going to encourage them to go on your side.
Oh my gosh. You know what? You're mean.
They're not going to go on your
I
side.
think you should take some etiquette lessons.
I think you need etiquette lessons kicking on people's doors.
Etiquette lessons.
You're kicking on people's doors.
Think about it.
No, you think about it. Kicking on people's doors.
Think about it.
No, you think about it.
Think about it. Use your little brain. What could I do to fix that gopher? Take care of the gopher. You're a man, aren't you?
Take care of it. Why should I take care of it?
Because it's on your side of the
Well, why don't you tell the landlord?
Travel.
Tell the landlord.
You go on my side of the yard. You go on my side of the yard. My side of the yard.
She got her fence there.
See this fence?
That's the gopher fence.
You owe me a fence because you broke my fence. You made me break that fence.
No, you made yourself break
You owe me
it.
a better fence than this. You owe me a
You
big
made
fence.
yourself break it.
You owe me a big
You
fence.
made yourself break it.
Oh my gosh, you're really losing it now.
Projecting, maybe?
Oh man, this is the most
Oh my
lovely,
gosh. You're really
the
losing it
lovely
now.
neighborhood I've ever seen. Like I want to move in between these two fuckers.
You're really losing it.
I think you already lost it.
You know what? I'm gonna have to get you some help. Can you stand some help?
I think you could use help.
Can you use some help?
Why do you care about a gopher for?
Because he's gonna come. He eats. He destroys everything. I don't want an ugly gopher.
The fucking fence is already destroyed.
Why is it his responsibility to stop a gopher? I don't understand.
Ben, have you ever had a gopher in your yard?
No.
Then you don't know responsibility.
I actually do.
The last thing you want is a gopher in your yard because then you're responsible for the entire neighborhood.
Oh.
If that gopher gets
If the
out,
gopher hole is in your yard, it's your
if you're
responsibility.
patient
if it goes
zero for
anywhere
that gopher
else.
hole.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You're like the typhoid Mary of
Yeah.
gophers, basically.
Yeah, this poor old lady's just trying to stop the outbreak.
I see. She's like Resident Evil, basically.
She's a character, man.
Yeah.
She is a total
Those
character.
glasses, what the fuck? She should have a beehive hairdo with those kind of glasses.
Yeah.
She might be used to, but now she's old and she goes with the short hair.
Yeah, I feel like back in her day, she might have been a little bit bad in her day.
Yeah. She was a
I can
baddie with
see
a
it.
fatty. Yeah.
Right.
Like if she would have had Tinder in her day, there'd be a lot of fucking whatever swipe is the good one.
So
And
they're
that's
still
how she
living
managed
some
to
kind of.
develop this like mentality unquestioned.
Oh yeah. She probably
This is the
blew
problem
like
with her.
Eisenhower.
Right.
Eisenhower,
And
holy
probably
shit.
blew Eisenhower,
That's like
dude.
World War II era. You think she's that old?
She's like 17 at the time.
I don't know about that.
She took the Dwight D.
Okay, good one. All right, so we're gonna end the show pretty soon here. Were there any Streamlabs or super chats to read?
Yeah, let me go find
All
a
right.
little tootie patootie.
Chance.
So PT Ham, of course, hit us with that $100
Thank
baller,
you.
saying, Dad. The Odd Ones Out gave us the $2 super chat. Nice meeting you at VidCon, guys. It was very nice meeting you two as well. John Apocalypse donated and said, I talked with someone from Niche Gamer who knew Mercedes personally, and he says she's definitely innocent. Don't know if I should say his name, though. Well, I hope he's right. Mercedes was a friend of our show, and if he is right and she's been locked up for 6 months away from her kid, that's a travesty that can't be corrected. Dusty's real owner said, Wang, can you tell Dusty the Cockatiel that he's KFC bait?
You KFC bait, Dusty the Cockatiel.
Damn. Puking Dogs, I'll give you Sweet Boys 50 next check. Also, I'm drunk and shit, and I got laid after 1 year. Also, opinion on Mumpke Jones, if possible. I don't know. Does anybody here have a Mumpke Jones opinion?
I mean, I really like Mumpke. I kind of I saw his video yesterday. It seems like I mean, it's like kind of like hopeful. I really hope he's turning his shit around.
Yeah.
I like that dude. I don't want to see anything bad happen to him.
Yeah. I agree. Hopefully he's a sweet boy. And his life is
And he's a really funny dude. Like I just kind of
Yeah.
like I want to see him like go back to just like putting out like good funny content.
Yeah.
What's with Monkey Jones? What?
I think he's been going through a lot lately, I think.
Yeah.
So it's hard to really summarize it.
Yeah, like we don't have time to go through that lore.
Yeah, a lot of his friends and collaborators want the best for him, and I think that's where we stand. Spirit Flame said only 150 likes and 760 people. Can you guys wake up and thumbs it up? Thanks, sweet boys and girls. Thank you, Spirit Flame. Fill all of our holes. Can we please move on from the Onision drama about drama? It's tad meta. I concur. And just keep that in mind. Also got Justin to tell Dusty that he was a beautiful Wang, and that already happened. So great to hear that. Spiffy Spiffman donated, and I believe that's the motherfucking tea right there. That's all the good stuff. So, just anything fun going on that you want to share with the audience right now, so they can know what's coming out the gate?
I've been I got my channel obviously, and recently I've been going a little bit harder on Twitch, and I started doing the Angel Fire Adventure series, which is just kind of like me bullshitting through ancient websites on Twitch and then cutting them up for YouTube. So if you want to be a part of that, twitch.tv/Justin Whang.
Nice. Yeah. You played Tetris 99 a lot. Have you been playing it at all lately? Yeah. Is it old?
Not recently. Like when it came out, I was kicking ass at that game. Then I took a little break, came back, and it was only like the best of the best players left, and I got washed every fucking game.
Yeah. You ever watch Adam22 play that?
Adam is a fucking monster.
Yeah, I'm so jealous.
But he already, so Adam was like already naturally really good, but then there was someone who was watching him who was like a pro Tetris player that gave him some lessons, and now he's like disgusting.
Yeah, I need to sit down and watch him play and study his work, because I'm so jealous. He's so good.
Yeah.
Centrist Defense said Wang is the best. Wang, do a video about the thisisnotporn.com. It was a big deal way back in the day, along with other scary web labyrinths.
This is not porn. I don't remember that one.
Thisisnotporn.com. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to recall that as well. I don't recall. So, what's the weirdest porn you ever pervade? Like you don't have to get off to it, but what's the weirdest shit you ever seen?
Weirdest.
Or that maybe the one that you felt the most uncomfortable watching.
The one I felt the most uncomfortable. I mean, the most uncomfortable is definitely Kids in the Sandbox. Like that one. Just thinking about that now. Just
That's
the
the
idea
sounding one.
Yeah. Just sounding I can't fuck with it.
Yeah. I hated Shake That Bear the most, I think. You ever see Shake That Bear?
I haven't.
It's a couple that go out in the woods. Yeah, I know, Teddy Rubskin. I'm sorry, man. A couple go out in the woods and they shoot a bear down from a tree, and then they bang on top of the dead bear's body. And while he's banging the girl's like, "Shake that bear, shake that bear," and it fucking that hurt my heart.
In high school, I watched Itty Bitty Gang Bang.
Itty Bitty Gang Bang?
Yeah, it's right up your alley, actually.
Why?
Because it's a midget porn.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Billy's got a midget fetish.
I don't have a midget fetish. I have an appreciation for people who don't.
For people who have legs the same length as their
people
arms.
who don't fit the society norms. I appreciate that.
I
appreciate that.
That's malarkey.
You're just on that Jim Norton flow.
Yeah.
Trap. I think the first porn I ever purchased was Wally Wanker's Chocolate Factory, and it had midges in it, and it was a parody. They had the midges playing the Oompa Loompas. It wasn't that good, but it was my first porn.
I can send you a link to some really nasty puppet porn that I made.
Oh, really? I wonder where that came from.
I mean, okay, because there is the black and white one that's a detective. I'll call it really. I don't know.
Was it starring Teddy Rubskin?
Called Low. Huh?
The black and white detective one. That's the Teddy Rubskin one, right?
Low blow is my friend Jack, the rabbit, he snorts cocaine off a rubber chicken.
Yeah. The hedgehog. All right. So I think we're going to wrap up the show. Thanks to both of you for coming on. Teddy was an unexpected treat to have on, and we always love to have Whang on. We'll have both you guys on again soon. And I guess to appease all the people who are whining about it in the chat, we will do the post show on Twitch. So we will see you all on Twitch.
Huzzah.
Me and Billy will be on Twitch in a few minutes. So anything you guys wanted to talk about before we go off the air? Either one of you? Teddy? Justin?
I already plugged my Twitch.
For the Twitch account. Make sure everybody knows where the link is for the Twitch.
Yeah, go over right now to Drunken Peasants on Twitch. I'm going to go take a massive sleep.
A massive sleep?
I'm a pee.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see the rest of you on Twitch.
Yeah.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.